These are in listen-only mode.
Step by step.
So, we were taking Fraser's most motivating song.
Oh, yeah.
I said, Fraser, dig deep into your heart and tell us for real, for Rizzle, what is the most motivating music you got? And sure enough, he said like the step by step, it drives him to get better every day, bit by bit, one ad up on top of the next. And let's just listen for a second.
Look, we're on
He's going to be doing that dance at the lodge.
Oh,
You know what I
Lord.
actually want to do? On the lodge, I'm not kidding. Raise your hand, everybody, if you are, well, first, if you can hear us. Can you even see my screen? It might not even be showing.
Yeah, we can see. Can you not see us? You can't see us either?
Yeah, I don't see your precious face. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, we're not looking
You guys see
good.
me?
We just got off the motorcycle, so we're all jacked up.
Is my face coming through?
Yeah, you're good. You're solid.
You know what I really wanted to see was a picture of you two on the motorcycle at the same time.
No, see, did you see? But I
Fraser,
didn't
you were
put
on the
that.
back. How tight were you holding on to Vince? Because that's what I wanted.
Not on
I was
this.
cuddling him, man. I was like that. I was like, ah.
I've ridden that way before, on the back and of my buddies like Harley, and I remember I was like sitting as far back as possible. My hands were in the back. I was like, I'm so cool. Please, nobody see me. But it was exhilarating.
I don't think you understand. This one you're chilling in the back like on a couch. It's different. It's chill mode. You don't touch. Hey, and I got a seat that's in between us, so there's no such thing. All right, let's get back to people.
All right, okay. Vince introduced me, and then I'm just gonna go crazy.
All right. Well, Mark's amazing, obviously. And then we got Fraser back here in the house, which is really cool. And Fraser, I was telling Mark, he did. What'd you do last month? How much? 11. How much?
11,100.
$11,100, Mark. I mean, come on. That's crazy. 23 years old. I'm loving it. So it's really, and that's what the real deal is. It really comes and stems off of the wisdom of Mark. And it really kind of passed down through me into Fraser, which was really awesome. And so, when we do these webinars, I just tell Mark, what's the latest on your mind? Because I want to know it myself, and then I want you to share it, with the family. Because every time that Mark speaks, usually something that really impacts my vision and where I want to go comes out, no matter what. And it's several times. So we're pumped, man. We're pumped to obviously hear what the latest thing is on your mind. And you're constantly reading and learning new things, and that's why it's exciting to always learn from you, because I know something new's about to pop.
Yeah, so. This is actually my books. I just got this book. I saw it in Fast Company, so I get Fast Company, and this is a new Fast Company, which is, if you guys, how to unleash your creativity. So sometimes people think I'm really smart. I just synthesize a bunch of information because I swim in it all day long. So, and Vince, I appreciate you allowing me to be that creative. Sometimes I'm sure Vince is like, what the hell is he doing?
I love it because I hate reading, and Mark's the best at the synthesizer.
I'm reading enough for all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so, that's what I always tell people. It's not like Mark was born magically smart. It's just because he's constantly in it and learning new stuff, and that's why it's always exciting to talk to you, because I know that you just read something new that was powerful,
Yeah. So, this book, and I'm always pushing myself. So, there's more to life than Think and Grow Rich and Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, if you want to be normal, follow me. I'm gonna say a little level here. If you want to be normal kind of network marketing, I'm gonna make money. You go, you Think and Grow Rich, right? You got that one in your repertoire, and then you got Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it changes your life. And then it's kind of like most people just kind of stop there, right? So what I do is, I've read those things a million times. But I just got this book today, literally it was sitting on my desk, and it's by the founder of something called Reddick. I don't even know what that is. Wait for it. But this thing is hugely viral online. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to say it. But my point is, I'm so ignorant here, and this guy has created something so big and so viral, and I don't know the first thing about it. I don't know the first thing about the business model. I don't know anything. So I get this because what's really on my mind, Vince, is growth.
Mm-hmm.
Growth of ILN. growth of you as a man and leader, growth of Fraser, growth of myself, growth of our customers, of our affiliates, their paychecks. Like I'm kind of a growth addict in a sense, in a wide variety of things. So just this morning, literally, I read 2 minutes of each of these books.
What?
Kind of
Crazy.
and this one's on Contagious. Okay, and Contagious is what's the science behind virality. And we've been able with ILN and really with you guys, we've created a viral. I mean, things going viral. It's going viral, but it's designed, it's embedded to go viral.
Right.
And I think the earth was literally created to grow and to speed and to just grow. I think the earth literally bound up in the earth, in the fabric of the soil is growth. Is designed to grow. So get a little fired up. So what's on my mind lately is growth. And one of the key things to it is, and I think it leads all of our stories, is this concept of rebuking, which we're only going to spend like a minute on. But I know, Fraser's in the house. Now, are you guys like on the screen too?
Yeah.
Or is it just?
Yep.
Okay. So Fraser, smile those pearly whites for everybody. But, Vince I believe there was a time, basically what a rebuke is a non-aggressive, so it's like a brotherhood kind of love that's pretty hard, right? Calling people, but not criticizing, right? It's not just constructive criticism. It's like, okay, here's your head, and you got some crap in there, and we see it, and we think we love you so much that if you get that out of there, we think you're going to grow faster. And I feel like, Vince, like you and Fraser have had some of those moments where you kind of called him. I don't know the inside story, but Fraser, I think you've shared a little bit. I mean, has Vince rebuked you on some business stuff in the past, or am I dreaming this? Am I making this up?
Fraser's in the zone over here. I think he's closing sales.
Yeah, I'm a few people.
This is actually a really good question, though. Listen really quick. So basically, he was asking if I've ever rebuked you. Like, have we had conversations where I told you? Give a good example again.
Stop. Well, basically, it's like, stop doing that. Stop saying that. Stop being that way, because it's preventative of your growth.
And so I do this like pretty much daily with Fraser. So Mark was asking, like, is there a way? Do I do that often with you?
He does it quite a lot, to be honest. Like, as soon as he sees me like stepping out of line, he's in there straight away. It's like, Fraser, don't do this. Like, he's been there, he's experienced it, he knows what works, what doesn't work. So at least he's stopping me from veering off on the wrong path. Because I mean, that happened the end of last year, and that was a big mistake. I got to the point where I wasn't listening to Vincent, which was just stupid, really stupid. And then I came back. It was about a month later. I really started taking what Vincent was saying proper serious, and then a couple months later, first 10K a month in ILN. So
yeah. So there's this proverb, and you can translate it in a lot of ways with the original Hebrew, but one of them says, kisses from the enemy are deceptive, right? So Judas kissed Jesus before he turned him in. So kisses from the enemy can be deceptive, but punches from a friend are faithful. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend. And the Hebrew means stripes, like lashes in the gut, right? And those are faithful. So I think, one of the things that I love seeing so much in this community is that relationships are getting formed enough where there's enough safety there where, Vincent, you can get after Fraser. And sometimes a couple times I've gotten after you, not as much lately, but in the past.
Right.
Get after you. And I want to everybody raise your hand if you guys are kind of vibing on what I'm saying, because a lot of us live in our entire experience. And when we are rebuked or criticized, it's not in the spirit of like, let's get better. You're safe here, and this is like an honest, transparent thing for both of us, and it's clean. Like a lot of times when we're told about our faults, it's because someone's yakking at us or trying to cut us down or gossiping or whatever. So just to be in an environment where there's blows and the relationship gets stronger instead of more distant. That's been big for me lately. Vince, talk for one more second on that concept. I'm going to tell my kids, speaking of
totally
blows to the womb here, I got to tell them about it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that has been good with our relationships, is we've all been like that, with Mark and myself and Clifton, and then passing it down into my affiliates, and like Angie out there and Ben and these guys, who I work with a little closer since they're really in there constantly and grinding, is like, when I'm, giving you a faithful friend punch versus, trying to be like a deceptive type of person. And Mark's done that to myself a couple times. And, that's why what's nice is when somebody does it to you and they do it in good intentions, like Mark did it to me, you can then pass that on to other people easier. And you kind of, the way that you relate it, makes such the biggest difference in the world, because you have to first know that they actually care about you before you start doing that. You can't just be like, dude, you're being an idiot. You gotta have like a more of a backing to that. So, with Fraser, one of the best tips I could ever give you guys, and what I always talk to Fraser about, and it's funny because it was the same conversation that Mark had to me, is like, anything you post, anything you do, if it's about you, then don't even write it. Like, if it's about you plus your team, then write it. If it's about you plus what you're doing and what your impact's going to be, then write it. But if it's just all about you and it's not, maybe your family or something, things like that, then don't write it. It's pointless. And like, for example, with Fraser, some of the best stuff that's been lately is like, he was out with his dad and doing things, and then he was also flying over here in the plane earlier. And this just happened yesterday. And he's like, he said something, I don't know what you said. It was something about, do you remember what the line was you started it with?
Something like, it's amazing what this 23-year-old kid's achieved. Something.
Yeah. So he was saying it was amazing how cool his life is, basically, like how he achieved it. And I was like, no, no. I was like, the only thing that people care about is themselves, right? And that's all there is to it. And so I was doing it myself, Mark. Remember when we started this company?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so Mark got on my ass about that as well. And so basically, if you go look at Fraser's messages now, like he and I was like, dude, you need to go back about 2 or 3 weeks and see how you've changed again. And so he immediately snapped out of it. And so literally changed that line to, I'm going to Vince's or whatever, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to create for my team and things like that. And so, integrity-wise, he really does give a shit about his people, and we care about our people. But, at the end of the day, you have to relate that out to the world. And, that's the best advice that Mark's ever given me. And you gave me some faithful punches as this thing goes, and we even had a roundtable discussion with other people about it. So that was an amazing pass down, and something that you guys, if you know this now, you don't have to go through it as your success starts to shine. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's huge stuff.
And really, I think the key where I came up with that concept. I mean, I didn't invent it; it's been going on for thousands of years. But there's a text that says the fool. Basically, it's something like this. This isn't a quote, but it's the fool hardens his neck, right? Hardens his neck to a rebuke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't tell me if it's about my ego. My ego's so bound up in this that if you come and touch me, I'm so fragile. I'm gonna harden up. I'm gonna freeze. Don't bring it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the wise person, if you flip that, they seek a rebuke. So once you get somewhere and you're in someone's space, that is, this is such an important game. And Vince, I know you got a bunch of stuff you're going to get to with the Speedwell system, where we're going with ILN and this, but I think from a philosophical thing, it's super key. If you're down here in terms of income, and it's okay to start with the truth and say, you know what, I'm 10K in credit card debt. I think about money almost all day. When I'm with my kids, I'm still thinking about, like, I'm caught up. I'm kind of like, money's kind of got me. It's kind of wrestled me down, and it's got me. It's kind of pinning me, and I'm losing this money deal. I haven't figured this one out. If you roll, I mean, most of the time, if you're in that position, who you're rolling with, who you're texting with, who you're hanging out with at Applebee's on Friday night, they're in the same game, right? So it's kind of like, everybody's sitting in the mud, stuck, hanging out, shining each other on. But what happens is, if you're here and you say, I want to go up here, and this just doesn't mean in money, it just means like I want to become more determined, I want to become more positive, I want to be a light for people, I want to be attractive, I want to have more everything. You have to set your eyes on like some people, not just books up here, but people that you can start like crafting for kings with. Getting in their energy and serving some of their vision, some of their mission, which is exactly what Vince did. Like, Vince was making Vince was at $2,000 the month before he was like, hey, let's do something, Mark. And I was like, well, okay. But he chose to come up here And by doing so, it forced me to confront some of the stuff that caused him to be in that situation. So one thing I would say right now is who's ever in your sphere of influence. So this is you right here. Whoever is in that rung of influence, and it doesn't even have to be someone in ILN. It could be somebody just. It can be your prosperous uncle or I don't know who it is, but regarding money, just kind of start getting in their space, and then instead of being hiding behind your ego, ask them and say, you know what, tell me about how to win the money game. It seems like you're winning it. It seems like you're wrestling it down and it's serving you. Because most people are wrestled down. Raise your hand if that makes sense? Like most people, and we're not talking about like most, like 6 out of 10. We're talking like 9,920 out of 10,000 are wrestled down.
Mm-hmm.
They're pinned. They're still breathing, but they're pinned. And there's a good place where you can actually go to yourself. I hate this. I hate it. I remember for me, I mean, it's okay to hate some things, and that's a good one to hate. I hate this feeling, and I am done with it. So what I did, I started reading tons of books. I started paying. I remember when I paid Jeffrey Combs, it was close to $1,000 an hour just to get a phone call. And I had to buy $2,000 at a time. And I had no money to do it. But I knew I had to get out of that space. So my point is then when you build that relationship, the next step that nobody takes is, hey, rebuke me. What am I pretending not to know?
Mm-hmm.
What are characteristics? Where am I being kind of a dork? Where am I unattractive? Where am I seeming desperate? Or where am I not showing up that I should be showing up in? And open yourself up without the ego to take in that stuff. And if you can get in those kind of energy orbs and those kind of people, your life can skyrocket. Not overnight, but it seems like overnight.
I mean, it feels like that would be a good thing for the family to do, to maybe kind of, I don't know if you think this is or not, but like some of their people that they've met inside of ILN to ask each other maybe that kind of question. You know?
I think the key is, I think it's very delicate.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you're taking out the scalpel, and if you get a bunch of people with egos and scalpels and you get an invitation, they cut each other. They don't mean to.
Right.
So a great surgeon has, it's called, minimum invasion on the body. And that's what a good rebuker is. A good rebuker is like, it's non-invasive, but it pulls out the tumor.
Yeah.
Somebody they take a chainsaw and, start slashing to get out a little bit of bad. But I think it's good. If there's a real trust, and you're working with someone, you say, hey, how do you think I could improve?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think my character, not my strategy, not my Facebook strategy, but my character is holding me back?
Yeah. That's money.
And then, I think that's huge. So raise your hand if you got a little bit of value out of that, just a little bit. And those relationships, those are tricky. And a lot of people will ask me, because I do teach this, and they'll come up and they'll say, can you rebuke me? And I just say, I don't have enough data, and I'm not going to give you a cheap blow. But when I do, it will be intense. Give me time. We'll lead a relationship, and I will go in with a scalpel. So that's food for thought. Now, the main thing I want to talk about, I don't know where any of that one. Big thing I want to talk about was really a book that when I got started, one more time. They were so great.
Yeah,
Remember that cartoon?
I don't know how you're only 35 and know all these old songs, though. It cracks me up.
I was a kid. Raise your hand if you remember the New Kids on the Block cartoon. I was a kid, and they were going off on all these tours and adventures, and all these beautiful girls were cheering for them and screaming, and I was like, I want to be that kid. Because they were a little older than me, so they were like alpha males to me. So, the influences of childhood. Anyway, I want to recommend a book and tell a little story about this book, and then I'm going to pass the reins to the champion here. But I went out and bought this book because somebody, when I got started, said you should go buy Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth by T. Harv Eker. I remember I went to Barnes & Noble's and I bought the thing. And I remember distinctly I was taking a shower and I'm thinking about what I'm reading. And it said every morning, go to the mirror, look in the mirror, touch your head and say, I have a millionaire mind, right? And I remember thinking to myself, well, I don't think my wife's going to see me. I hope no one can hear me. I was literally like shutting all the windows so no neighbors could see me.
Oh man.
But I remember I looked in the mirror and I said, I have a millionaire mind. And this is when people are sending us cash for groceries. Like, not groceries. A lady from the church took my wife to the grocery store to buy us groceries because we didn't have any groceries. A couple friends sent us cash in the mail, like a couple $100 cash, and just said, hey, we support you. We understand you're in some, duress. I mean, I could, if I gave you more of the context, like these were the nights, Vince, where we had about a 13-inch TV and we didn't have cable, so we had whatever shows were on. And I would be in my basement grinding out at this stupid internet thing like it was gonna work, like a complete idiot. And, I'd go for a walk a day with my wife and kids, and then at night, my brain would be so fried, I'd go watch like 30 minutes of some stupid show that was on. And our fridge would pretty much have beer in it, and that's it. Because that was my medication to get me through this time of my life.
Yeah, I've been
And I
there.
would drink myself almost religiously. I would drink myself until I was on the floor, and I would wake up on the floor, hungover, and passed out. And I drink myself to sleep like that. And there were nights I'd literally, because I didn't want to sleep with my wife because I would cry myself to sleep. And I had no money in the checking account. And I mean, whatever. But this is the context of when I was looking in the mirror, going, I have a millionaire mind, and I can't even afford anything more than beer. But anyway, this book was huge for me. Brian Tracy, I bought his tapes too. I actually had his tapes from before, and he would say, look in the mirror and say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm not feeling the best. There's no way. There I am looking in the mirror going, I'm the best. 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 And I would repeat it. I'm talking hundreds of times. See, I had to have a total rework. I couldn't do a casual. See, some of you think you can do a casual switch in your mind and you'll just pop on into prosperity, you'll pop on into life change, and everything's going to change. A lot of us, when you're in that stage, and I was maybe in a tougher spot than you guys were mentally and financially. And, my wife was literally pregnant, barefoot, the whole deal. But it requires a radical transplant of thinking and transplant of heart, transplant of habits, transplant. It requires a transplant, not a rebuild, a transplant. Raise your hand if any of this is making any sense. So, in just candor, some of you think you're going to pop through with just some testing it out, having an appetizer of like, oh, I'm going to attend a 30 minutes of webinar, but I don't know, American Idol's on tonight maybe or something. I'm going to go do that instead. So I replaced all TV with webinars. I didn't listen to music. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to it, but for me, I didn't listen to music. All I listened to was personal development. I lived it. I breathed it. It was my breath. All I did was read books and call leads and take notes and place ads. And I grinded and grinded and grinded. And Fraser, what's funny now, back to Fraser's, it was a month or 2 or 3 ago where he's like, he had all of Solomon on his phone or something, and he just said, oh, I'm just listening to Solomon all the time. And there are so many people, there's probably, I don't know about more than hundreds, but there are dozens of people in the industry over the last 3 years that work out to Solomon, they lift to Solomon, they go to sleep to Solomon, everything. And then they're 6 figures. And I meet them at a conference and they say, you know what? This is a little creepy, but I would go to bed to your voice with Solomon. And what happened was I would go to bed with Solomon when I wasn't passed out, and I'd study those things and go, gosh, I'm going to pretend he's mentoring me. But anyway, this book is really awesome, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. The thing I'm going to leave you with from just like a transformational level is something I've been toying with lately, is really, how to affect change as fast as we can in our lives. Because once you get the mental game down, your Facebook strategies they're butter. It's easy. Once you have the determination down, you can learn anything with determination. But some of you don't have the determination yet because the reworking of the mind hasn't happened yet, and the reworking of the gut, those things are intangible. So you think Facebook is stopping you, or you think your fear of doing videos are stopping. You think all these things are the blocks, and they're not the blocks. they're not even close, because once you get some of the stuff on what's shared down, the blocks just, they're not blocks anymore. They're just things you do. Videos become easy, placing ads become easy, closing sales becomes easy, the whole thing becomes easy. But this is one thought I have. So some of you are thinking, if I, one of my goals is to be debt free, right? So deep down, you think to yourself, okay, I'm $40,000 in debt, or I'm $25,000 in debt, or whatever, I'm 80,000 if you don't include my home, blah blah blah, and you think I'm going to make a goal. I'm going to piddle away here bit by bit by bit by bit, and I'm going to eventually get out of debt. And you set it as a goal off in the distance. What I started doing early, very early, and it's an exercise much deeper than setting a goal. So setting a goal would be debt free. Setting a goal would be a brand new car. Setting a goal would be a new home, or a better school for your kids, or new clothes, or whatever. So what I did to hack the game for me was I began to not make it a goal. I would imagine that all those things had already happened in me. Now, I didn't act as if they happened. I felt them. So I would literally, and I could only do it for a little bit because my mind was so caught up in the reality that I was not debt free. I did not have a new home. I drove a crappy car, and bills were coming, and I didn't have money. So it was really hard for me to actually practice this imagination. But I would imagine in my heart, and I would hold in my stomach, and I would just like dip in for like 20, 30 seconds, and I would be like, I'm going to feel what it feels like to be completely debt free. I'm just going to feel it for just a minute. And I'd breathe in, and my mind would be like, this isn't even real, you can't do this. And I was like, well, you know what? Shut up. The imagination can do whatever it wants, and I'm playing a game with myself, so let me be. I had to talk myself into this stuff. But I would literally feel debt free, and I'd just be like, I just felt it. I felt all the realities pushed away and all my dreams deep cemented in. Then with the car, I remember thinking like, with my office, I remember thinking I have a brand new computer, I have the best technologies, the best cell phones, all of this, but I'm sitting there with a $250 used Dell, and it's a piece of crap that I bought. And I would have to pretend, okay, now I have the best computer. I show up and I have the best technology. And I can only do it for literally like 10 or 15 seconds at a time. But I started doing this literally all the way to making $1 million in a day. I didn't get to keep it because we have affiliates, and you know the drill. But literally, I started making a goal, like I'm going to feel like, what would it feel like to make $1,000 a day? And it was such a stretch. You guys have no idea how big of a stretch that was for my mind to think of $1,000 a day. And I'll show you now. Who cares? But so I imagined that I'm not kidding, in the same office that had the Dell computer, I would imagine, I'm not going to show any confidential information, but I would imagine, now this is so batshit crazy that it's preposterous, and I don't even blame you if you think I'm lying. I would sit back in this horrible, used, awful chair that I bought, and I would imagine that electronic impulses from all over the world were hitting into my bank account, and I didn't know what they were buying. I had no idea. I didn't know. But all day, almost every minute, from all over the world, people were buying something of mine, and I was making money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I imagine, so I just imagine, and I do this with my hands, like, okay, I'm just imagining, this is so crazy, you guys think I'm crazy, and you should, because this is crazy. But I just imagine it, and I just get real comfortable with the idea. And these merchant emails, this is 6:30 my time, it's 6:31 now. But 6:30, 6:26, 6:22, 6:22, suspicious transactions just mean that sometimes different things trigger that. It doesn't mean much really. But almost not every minute, but every few minutes, and sometimes a few times per minute, these merchant emails come all day long. And what I began to feel began to show up. Almost everything. It's become so dangerous that I wonder sometimes, what do I want to feel right now and project out into the future? Because I've been getting, this stuff's been happening for me at such a weird level that I'm almost like, is that a really good thing? Should I really want that, right? So like with a private jet, sometimes I've been going there like private jet, and then I think, now if you want that, you're going to end up with that private jet because you know this game. You've been doing this a few years, and it seems to match whatever you're doing. But to go back when I, like I said, drinking myself, I had no money. I was cried myself to sleep. My wife's pregnant in the other room, and people are paying for our groceries, sending us cash in the mail. And I literally imagined this exact thing, and this doesn't make any sense. Raise your hand if you're seeing if you're picking up a little bit about what I'm laying down. The takeaway is that I want you to, no matter what the reality you're in right now, I want you to just start playing with the pause button and the imagination, like the imaginative feeling, not setting a goal, not making a dream board, but the imaginative feeling that it has happened. And you won't be able to do this very well at first, but I remember thinking $1,000 a day. And then I remember thinking $50,000 in a day, and that happened. Then I remember thinking $100,000 in a day, and then that happened. And then I remember thinking $1 million in a day, and I've done that 3 times. Now, I don't get to keep it all, of course. We don't keep. It's synergistic. I didn't know that part of the equation at the time. The concept of leveraged income constantly coming in, automated, was so enchanting. So some of you are new, you're brand new to this whole internet thing, and you're thinking, what is it all about? I want you to just learn to press the pause button on all the questions and all the obstacles and well, I don't even have any money. Well, how am I going to, I don't even I should, Dad said I should just get a job or whatever. And I want you to just get this imaginative play where you possess that feeling that you really, really want. And the more that gets into you electrically, the more all your strategies and all your thinking, it just grabs and you pull all those things into your reality. And the next thing you know, and Vince has been doing this, some of the stuff Vince has, embedded in himself and projected and felt that's happening it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And so what happens with the mastermind is we've been holding this kind of vision, and then Vince has this vision, and it collects a gravity, and that's what a lot of you are. You're coming in to this gravity of this mastermind, realizing that we have like a really fantastic product line. We have a bunch of product line. We have this great system, and there's a good feeling community going on, and it's just attracting and attracting and attracting, and the virality is going. So Vince, well done creating what you've done. And raise your hand if you got just a piece of value, just a piece. I think, Vince, let's end on this. If you go to Internet, what do you go to? Internet Lifestyle Family? What do you go to, Vince? InternetLifestyleFamily.com. Let's listen to Fraser's favorite song real quick, and I'll put the number one takeaway from the first 30 minutes. And we're only going to go for 1 minute. We're going to pin this thing just temporarily, just for a minute. And let's see if we can get 50 people real quick. I'll get that thing pinned back, Vince. Don't you worry. But number one takeaway from what we just shared. I don't know what it is for you. But let's listen. 1 minute. Go. There we go. Number one.
So pumped.
My story. A little crazy. Keep it coming. The mindset. Mindset's everything. Proverbs 27, 6, 11. Get over yourself. You should tell yourself, I am the greatest. Yeah. You need to feel what you want like you already have it. Daniel says millionaire mindset. He just says, I have $1 million mind. I love it. Mindset. Keep it coming. Imagination, the script has $1 million mind. Elaine, good to see you. Karen, Margot, feeling the electronic transactions. That was crazy. Boris, good to see you. Richard, Tara, you're awesome. Believe in myself. Keep it coming. We're getting there. Ashley, goodwill is key. Punches from a friend of faithful. Never giving up. Imagine it's happened. Feeling your own vision. Imagination brings manifestation. Constant audio. I'm unlimited. Feel your future. 100,000 on the mind. Power of belief. You guys are so great. You want me to punch you? I'll punch you. I missed the first 25 minutes, but imagine being debt free. I love it. I think we got our 50. I think you're hitting that 50 pretty good, Vince. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you got it. Oh my God. 10,000 a day. Do it. Determination. Consistency. All right. Well, if New Kids on the Block can't inspire you, I don't know if you have a pulse at this point. All right, Vince. Vince, I'm anointing you to take this puppy over. You guys blow my mind. You guys literally blow my mind with the engagement, master surgeons transplanting conscience. I love it. So Vince, tell us the future. Take the screen. Take the screen.
Can you give it to me?
I can try. Make present.
Actually, see.
Maybe. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, watch this. I got it. She's coming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is what I looked like all day. I got this grease.
Yeah, I told you, I was like, can you see my screen now?
I can see it, yeah.
All right, good.
It's good.
All right, so let me put this over here. All right, brother, you can get off of here as usual.
All right. Well, love you guys, and I'm ready to. Yeah, hey, how awesome it is! We paid out $100,000 this last week.
It's crazy, man. I just couldn't believe it. We paid out. I think it was. Let's see. Through the whole month, it was a little over 250 or something like that. I mean,
So awesome.
it's just crazy, man. It's just like
So awesome.
knowing that's. I think that's like what inspires us the most is like knowing that, you know, how big of an impact that just a couple people can make with that synergistic vision, and just running out there and not and you know what you said that was so good was talking about how you literally have to remove all caps that you felt like you had on your life, you know. And I was talking to Fraser, I was like, there's no reason that you can't have this, there's no reason that you can't have that. Whatever your heart desires, you can have. And the only reason that people think they can't is because they've grown up, you know. You always talk about the kitchen conversation, you know. If your family has brought you up to think that you can only make a certain amount of money, you can only do a certain amount of things a year, that's how you're going to be embedded. So it sounded like I didn't even know that you went through that whole like process where you had to like literally like tap yourself on the headset.
You have no idea.
That's wild, man. See,
to my knowledge, I was one of the first 6-figure earners I'd ever met. I
Wow.
didn't even know anyone.
that's crazy.
I was blazing new ground. Scary.
I was blessed. Yeah, you know me. I mean, I was blessed with my mom to be an entrepreneur and all that. So I always had that vision that she did because, you know, she constantly was growing and constantly seeing what she wanted. She doesn't have a vision like I do. She can't believe some of the stuff that I talk about, but, you know, I think it just passes on. So like your kids probably, since your vision's so big, you know, with Isaac and your kids, their vision's probably going to be huge, I would assume too, you know.
Well, it's terrible. I mean, and some of, you know, and I've chosen that this is okay, but when we drive to, because we fly the whole family, you know, to places, and that's 6 kids, and then we'll have Brett and Matt. Like we're flying like a small entourage around, and we were going to the airport, and you drive by the private airport on the way to the public airport, and Isaac goes, you know what, Dad, when are we going to do the private plane? I mean, think of it, no lines.
Yeah. Yep.
And, you know, I couldn't fathom that. I could not fathom that idea as a kid. But, you know, I also pull them aside and I show them what we make on a day, and I tell them the expenses. And I tell them the whole deal. So I tell them the challenges. I tell them, you know, one time a staff, nobody related to us now, but in the past, a staff member made a $1,500 refund that the guy was not entitled to, but she felt bad for him because something happened. And this was 2 months later, and the staff felt bad. And I said, so Isaac, should I fire this staff person right now? Because I lost $1,500, and it was very clear that there was no, you know, this wasn't like, hey, I'm upset. It was like something happened and I need money, so I'm going to try a refund. And I let her poverty infected my business, right? Her sense of poverty in that kind of thing affected. So I said, Isaac, should I fire her? And should I fire her? He said, well, probably. You should probably fire her. And I said, Isaac, I've been grooming. You know, I'm deeply invested in here, and it gave us a chance to have a very clear talk that in my world, your world of poverty and your upbringing and your sense of whatever it is isn't allowed here. We have very clear, very transparent way that I roll. And so she got it, right? The staff got it, and everything was great. And I said, it was a $1,500 training lesson. That's all it was. And he goes, oh, okay. Because I said, if I have to hire somebody again and train them, I mean, it's going to take a lot of my time, and my time is more valuable than $1,500 to train somebody from scratch with the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard. He's like, oh, I got it. Anyway, love you guys.
All right, brother. Talk to you later. All right. let's see here. So raise your hand if you guys got a lot of value from that. These conversations like this, honestly, are the best conversations that you can have. I mean, there's no other training thing, stuff like that. It is literally, if you don't get this part of your life down with the wisdom and the value that you're, kind of providing to the world and believing in yourself, all the stuff that we have to provide for you is never going to work. Okay, you might make a few sales here and there because the speedwell system's so easy, but if you want to get to like the next level, like with Frazier, getting to that 10,000 plus mark, $11,000, his income could be 20, 30,000 next month, is because he believes it, right? And because, for example, what I like to do, let's see if, is Angie or Ben on the line? Raise your hand if you guys are on the line. Angie or Ben, they might be on their own Webby. Let's see, raise your hand if Angie or Ben is here. I don't think they're here with us today, but they would have been a good example for my closed door conversations that I have with people like Frazier. Is like, I don't think they're actually on here. Let me just scan through here. Yeah, I think they had a Webby tonight. But basically, like, the best thing you can do is to, if you don't have a partner to do this with, is to reflect on yourself and to see what you're doing. Look at your Facebook today. Look at the things that you promote on today and see if you're reflecting a leader, okay? If you're posting about stuff that doesn't really matter about where you want to go with your vision, it probably should get off of there. It probably shouldn't happen, okay? Like, you shouldn't be talking about what you're having to drink. You shouldn't be talking about, you shouldn't be showing like your cat doing something stupid, all right? Literally everything you do is energy, okay? And I watch this when I do my Facebook statuses. Am I giving energy to the world that is a good thing, right? That would actually make a difference. There's times where I, show my little girl and show my lifestyle that way because I'm just proud of her or whatever, and that's different. But if it's something that's just stupid, right, then there's no reason to post that. So, like, for example, let me just give you a little quick rundown if you want to crush it. Raise your hands if you want to crush it this year. I mean, raise your hands if you absolutely want to make a big difference and have a different lifestyle. Okay. And let me put your hands down one more time. Let me see if I don't want to waste my time. You guys are going crazy. I love it. You see these hands?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they're still going. I love you guys. Let me just show you. Let me give you a nice little example then. So I love it. They're still going crazy. I'm gonna go to my page. All right. I just want you to understand what I'm saying because I don't just talk smoke. I mean, literally everything I'm telling you is the reason why I am where I'm at and why we've created this company that's doing so well. But for example, like, this is obviously real time and stuff, but Frazier just finally got his dream computer, okay, to serve his team better. You see the relation there. I could have said Frazier got his dream computer and that's it. Who gives a shit about Frazier? You know what I'm saying? But now that I add a team to that, do you see, let me put your hands down. Now that I add a team to that, do you see the big difference why this is a huge different picture now? Because, raise your hand if you understand what I'm saying. Because as soon as you make it about the people that are out there, it changes the entire feel of it. Okay? Just imagine if it was Frazier got his computer. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different world. So anything you do, you got to start thinking about this stuff. So, we were having a conversation about that today. And it's just, this is next level stuff. If you really want to get to that next, literally where your vision is, you probably have a decent vision, right? But you need to expand it. We talked about that today, but this is huge, huge stuff. Here's another one, just kind of, this is giving more energy, showing what our top affiliates doing, you know what I'm saying? And so I took them out on the motorcycle today to one of our famous places, the National War Museum. So more energy, showing people, inspiring people. I see people are wanting to come to my house just because of this kind of stuff. It's just energy and inspiring, okay? Let's see. You got another, same thing, picture with Frazier here, just bringing some more of that energy. Let's see what else we got. Same thing. Let's move on to another example. Okay, so here's what you guys need to start doing. You need to start seeing examples like this. For example, David Jackson the other day I saw in the Make $20 Online 24 Hours group. He said, I just joined, and within my first 3 hours of promoting ILN, I got my first sign up. So glad to be a part of this great community. You can screenshot that stuff and post it on your Facebook wall and post your thoughts over here on the right and put your affiliate link right there. Okay? Raise your hand if that makes sense. Raise your hand. This isn't copyrighted stuff. They posted it on Facebook. You can utilize that and leverage it for your own personal gains. Okay? This is huge stuff right here. So let me give you some more examples. Let me just scroll down here. And Let me go down. And so like right here, Fraser, he posted something about his milestone where he's made $41,000 so far. I posted that. You guys can use his graphics. He don't care. Do you care, Fraser?
I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Go crazy, guys.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah. I
Go
mean, like,
nuts.
people just like the people in the family. They don't care if you use their stuff. It's just all there is to it. You might want to ask him just in case, but I know he doesn't care. Here's another one. I just found this in the group. Julia Hopkins says, "Cha-ching, congrats! You just referred in a new apprentice. Just started this yesterday and it's flying." All these things you guys gotta understand. If you're not posting these on your wall, see, this isn't selling. You're not selling something. You're just showing results. That's all people care about. Nobody cares about selling. Nobody cares about this is gonna be the best thing in the world. All they care about is results. Results sell the most, and on sales pages with more testimonials and results, they sell the most. So, let me put your hands down. Raise your hand if this is making a lot of sense. You can leverage the success of our company, okay? Because there's not another company probably out there that's got success stories just popping. I mean, literally, I can't go on my news feed and not see these things, okay? So there's no way that you could go on those groups and not see these things as well. So I just constantly been posting this kind of stuff. I mean, here's another one, right? Here's another result. And then when it's not a result, let me give you an example. When it's not a result, then I share something that's on my mind that's of value, not just for myself, but for everybody else. So for example, right here on this status, the only people that will try to bring you down are the people who can't stand to see your success. Remember that, and you will dominate life. Now the reason why I said that is because now that this company is getting bigger, there's people that are starting to nitpick at little things and show things and do things that are causing a little bit of ruckus behind the scenes and stuff like that, just because we're getting to a place now where it's kind of what's the word for it, I don't know, it probably feels like we're stepping on their toes because they've been here longer, and things like that. Like, it's just one of those deals. So I'm going through that kind of stuff right now, so I share things that it's not about me. It happens to a lot of people out there. And so this shared a lot. As you can see, we got 117 people that like this, 22 shares. So it was a value kind of conversation. All right. Right here, here's another thing, and this is something I had to learn myself. If you freak out about the small things, you immediately position yourself to never do anything big in life. Okay. Because if you can't handle stuff that's tiny, you sure as hell not going to be able to stand anything, in that I mean, Fraser, how much stuff do you have to deal with now that you're making more money? I mean, you're dealing with people a lot more, right?
A lot more, man.
Yeah, and so like people will come to you with like their problems here, like every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And so he's got to deal with stuff. So the more you, I guess, grow in your vision, the more crap that comes in your life. But you have to understand, and that's the beauty of growing versus fast wealth. Like, he had fast wealth, right, in the beginning of ILN, and he didn't know how to handle it. So he started acting crazy, and he lost it. Well, now, since he's grown, it's taken him a long time to build this income back up, but he's been going through little things, and he's still, when I saw him doing something the other day, I told him about it, right? So you have to understand that this growth phase allows you to understand these little problems and kind of really grow with them, right? Because you got to understand that problems are actually a good thing. You're growing through them. There's a huge difference besides having a problem and then overcoming the problem. If you have problems and you can't overcome them, then you're never going to grow. But if you have problems and you accept the problem and you get past it, right, you immediately grow, and you feel so damn good about yourself after you get past that point. So let me put the hands down one more time. So raise your hand if that makes a lot of sense to you. To get past that, you literally grow, and it's a good thing. All right, I see that. I love that. I love the hands coming up. So basically, you need to have a bigger vision than the BS that is going on around you. And once you capture that vision, we've been talking about that a lot, I promise all the little peasants that are out there to get you will be like flies on the wall that automatically get swatted by life anyways, okay? Literally, all the people that have reached out and tried to do things to me always get removed out of my life, okay? They always, something bad happens to them. It's just, you'll see how when people reach out, and you're doing a good thing, as long as your integrity is right and you're doing a good thing and people lash out to you, watch what's going to happen to those people. They get taken care of real fast. I'll tell you that much. They'll get taken real fast. It's funny how it works. But as long as you're in the right mindset, okay, that's all that matters. Here's another result. Okay, so look at this is great. This is a great example. But Sharon right here used Jerry Mauer's result, okay, for her own personal gain. And Jerry's an amazing guy. Of course, he didn't care. Okay, so Sharon posted Jerry Mauer's screenshot where he made a $6,000 a month income since February 18th. Okay, so leverage that kind of stuff. It's super powerful. You have that ability. Let me turn my chat off really quick because I was blown up. All right. So here's another one. Let me just show you. And here's the good thing too is like if you don't have value right now, what you need to do is you need to dive into the university and go get value, and then you can share that to the world. Okay. Like Angie Long, the reason that she's up over $10,000 a month is she shares value all day long. The reason that all of our people who are successful share value. Okay. It's just a powerful thing. Let me go down to another one. So I said right here, actually see people are taking my value and sharing it with the world. All right, so that's a good thing, and it gets your name out there and it makes your brand stronger. So let me give you a good one here. Let me go down to a couple more. So here's another one. I saw this in one of the groups. Jeremy Felicio, I think, or however you say that, Feliciano, said, huge congrats to Jack for making his first $20 online in less than 3 hours. First sale ever online. And then he said, woo. And then not only that, but he upgraded to pro his first day. So this had a lot of good stuff inside of it. And when it comes from somebody else saying something about somebody else, it's even more powerful. Okay? It's just that cycle and that line. It's just really building up the credibility factors as you kind of go through there. So that's a super powerful thing that you guys can do right there, is leverage those kind of posts. What else? Okay, so here's another value sharing post. So I get a lot of likes and I get a lot of shares because the things that I'm going through, I share with you guys on my thing. And so, for example, stop playing ball on their field. So Mark talked about this earlier. Pay attention to the type of person that is complaining in life. They are usually broke, unhappy, have no results, and are currently not living the life they want to live. Those are those people in the earlier conversation with Mark that are stuck in the mud. Okay, stuck in the mud, totally stuck in the mud. And they don't know how else to talk about it because they're not an entrepreneur. They haven't found the internet lifestyle network, so they don't know that there's a better way. You see what I'm saying? If they don't know there's a better way, they're screwed. Their mind, they're totally screwed. All right, but if they know there's a better way, if you reach out and you help these people, they're going to know that they can play on a different ball field. All right, and so right here, these are the types of people that will suck you in. This is crazy, and bring you down to their level so fast that you won't even realize it. Okay, there's many times that this happens, and I've gone through it myself. You don't even realize how fast that they're sucking you down and draining you, okay? You just don't, it's crazy how fast it can happen. And I said, basically, if you pay attention to this, I promise, and you understand this, I promise that I now know that you're equipped to rock and roll. So that's just a super powerful thing if you understand that, okay? And then you're going to get haters. Like, look at this. I think I got a hater right here. I find this statement quite unforgiving. Something that many scholars, blah, blah. Who cares? Do you think I care? Look what I'm going to do that. See ya. All right? Who cares? It's gone. Everything else, great comments. All right? It doesn't matter what people think. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter what people think. If they don't serve your vision, why would you listen to them in the first place? All right? You might want to write that down. If they don't serve your vision, why would you want to listen to them in the first place? There's no point. Raise your hand if that makes sense. There's no point on listening to somebody that doesn't serve your vision. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, it's just, this stuff is powerful. I'm telling you, this is the only, I had to go through all this crap. You know what I'm saying? It sucks to go through. But now that you have somebody telling you before you go through it, you'll understand it. And it's so much easier to go through. All right? So here's some more stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying, though, now? I mean, looking through my Facebook, if I'm building energy. My momentum's constant. You don't see stupid stuff on my Facebook wall, ever. All right? You only see my family. You know, put my baby girl on there, my family on there. You'll see, top affiliate kind of stuff, but there's always energy flowing. People who come to me that I don't, nowadays, and you'll get to that point, and Fraser's getting to that point, you don't really have to go recruit anymore. Like I saw, Fraser was talking today, and, as we were talking, I was watching his Facebook get blown up. How do I get an island? What's your affiliate link? What did that one guy say earlier? I forget what he said. He said something like, how do you earn your money or something like that? And obviously that's an easy answer. Here's my affiliate link. This is how it's done. Get it done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the cool thing too. When those conversations happen, instead of that being, since mostly we always talk about, you need to give some value first. Those people have already got value from his posts. So you can give them that affiliate link and rock and roll. You see the difference there. I mean, it's not like you're spamming their link. It's not like, raise your hand if that makes sense. It's not like you're spamming the link. It's they've won it. They're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to that value point, it's a beautiful thing because you don't have to recruit anymore. Literally, they just come to you. It's awesome. So that's another awesome thing. Other than that, you know, at the end of the day, that's one of the main stuff. If you're on Facebook and you're rocking it out that way. Let me actually get some, you know what I want to do, kind of. I kind of want to go over something really fast with you guys before I get a bunch of questions. I just want to run through the Speedwell system with you guys one time. And I want to talk about something else that we're doing, what I'm currently building relationships right now with. So this university video right here gives you the rundown of what I believe that you should do. Okay, let me make sure that you guys can still see everything. So raise your hand if you can see the screen. I just want to make sure we're good. All right, good. Okay, awesome. So this video right here gives you a rundown of, I get so many questions about, you know, where should I go? Where should I start? What do I need to do? Well, we set this system up to where you don't have to ask questions ever, okay? So watch this video. It tells you exactly what path you need to take. It tells you exactly what path you need to take. So then you click here to go ahead and go on in, all right? And what I reckon, and then what I said in that video is basically, if you want to learn how to strategize and utilize the ILN for your income, start with the Speedwell System Fast Profit Formula. If you currently have a network marketing business and you're already building a team and that's really what all you care about, that's fine. We don't, you know, we're not an opportunity only based company, okay? So we have valuable training for anybody in any space, in anything they do. Literally even brick and mortar running teams and stuff like that. So I tell them, if you're wanting to build that network marketing business or any kind of business in general, go to the Viral 5 ILN Lifestyle Formula. That will teach you how to duplicate teams. Now, what I recommend is, if you're in this company, is you start with the Speedwell Fast Profit Formula, then you move on to the Viral 5, because these are quick, instant strategies to get into profit right now, okay? You know, because at the end of the day, the reason why our company is growing so fast is because people are getting into profit so fast. There's never been anything created that's been getting people into profit with literally hours after signing up. You know, I knew it was going to happen, but I wanted to put a 24-hour promise on it instead of a couple hours, just because 24 hours already sounds overwhelmingly crazy, right? But now, I mean, we're constantly 3 hours, 2 hours after sign up, you know, such and such, like literally, you know, an hour after sign up. It's just getting crazy. I'm seeing 3 hours a lot though, for some reason. Whatever it may be, the 3 hour mark is where it's at, but it's super powerful stuff. But that's where you want your members to go, because naturally this is the problem in this industry, is that the people that you bring in, if they've been in this industry for a little bit of time, they're used to going through about 7 to 14 videos and just being overwhelmed, and they don't know where to start, okay? And that's why they'll reach out to you immediately before they even do what I'm showing you, and they'll reach out and they'll be like, where do I need to go? Which video is the best one to start with, right? You know what I'm saying? And so with us, it's literally right here. If you follow the path that is literally written out for you, you're going to be golden. So literally, when you're having conversations with team people, I don't want you wasting your time talking them through these videos when I've already put in the time for you. Your time is valuable. You have to understand that. So until somebody goes through at least the Speedwell System Fast Profit Formula and they're here for the opportunity, there's no reason that you should be wasting your time talking to them back and forth until after they watch it, so then you can have a higher level conversation. Let me put the hands down really quick. If they don't go through that and then you're talking to them, there's no such thing as a high level conversation. If they go through that, then talk to you, now you have a super high level conversation and things that will actually change their life. So raise your hand if that makes sense. All right, it's not because you're being like a punk to them or anything like that. It's because that's the only way that anybody's gonna grow. Otherwise, they're wasting time. You're wasting time. You know, that energy that you just spent wasting your time could have been out there finding somebody else, or attracting somebody else, or giving value, or sharing your gifts with the world. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand your time's valuable, but you also got to understand that you can waste so much time by doing those kind of conversations. All right. So make sure if people, and if they're not gonna do it, tell them to quit. We don't care. You shouldn't care if they're not gonna go through those videos. All right. It takes literally, you know, and a couple hours to go through that stuff. All right. And then you can obviously guide them if that's the case. You know, you don't really even need to guide people around here, which is awesome. So in that Speedwell Fast Profit Formula, if I pull that up really quick, you know, we got 3 videos right now. I'm like super excited for the next videos that will be coming in. It's going to be talking about driving traffic. But we're going to be doing those. We're going to be testing traffic with our higher level memberships first. And if there's enough traffic, then we'll move into the company. But we got to start with our smaller groups. We have like 300 people now in our highest level, and that's what I'm gonna start with traffic driving. But we're still gonna give tips where you can go find traffic. I'm just building crazy relationships right now with traffic people who are, doing traffic for like the top affiliate marketing platforms right now. And so we're gonna be testing that with our people who are TLA only first. And if, I'm saying, I'm not promising you, but if there's enough traffic there, then we'll bring it into the network. But I'm excited to share that kind of stuff. This is basically quick, free. I mean, Fraser's at $11,000 a month because of this inside of here. Angie is at $10,000 a month because of what's inside of here. You know what I'm saying? So like, literally, if you can't do it with this and you're on Facebook, then I don't know. You might need to wait for I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, basically, because it's just working. It's proven so much. You know what I'm saying? And then utilizing your contact list. But basically, let me go through here really fast in this fast profit formula. And let me pull up these videos. So let me go to this one. All right, so after somebody purchases the Internet Lifestyle Network Apprentice, okay, after somebody purchases, they're going to go to this Pro Upsell, which most of you all should have gone through there. Very rarely there'll be an AVS mismatch, which means that your credit card didn't match the person or your address that was on file with that credit card, and you didn't get to go through the funnel, and you got to see it on this very first video. And so this video, it basically, I don't like to say upsell, but it really does. It tells people why they should be in the professional level. And so you make a $47.50 commission per person that goes through here and clicks this upgrade button. And at the end of the day, it goes from $20 a month commissions up to $67.50 commissions. And then what it does is it unlocks your team sales. So, for example, Fraser, say he brought me in, okay, and then I brought somebody else in. That person, when they go out and make sales of the Pro, Fraser makes $10 per person every time they go out there. And so, for example, like Fraser has Angie and Ben and Mac and all these people under them, and his ledger, I mean, literally, what we were talking, out of his $11,000 commissions, this is crazy. What do you think's your personal, like $4,500 or something?
Yeah, I'd say about that.
Yeah. So $4,500 of commissions is him working himself. The other $7,000 or something crazy, whatever that equals, is his team doing it. This is what I'm talking about. Team leverages everything, and until you get to the professional level, you can't experience that. Raise your hand if that makes sense. I mean, that's some powerful stuff. That's some powerful stuff. And so, at the end of the day, like, if you really want to be serious about building this business, you gotta go pro. You just gotta go pro. All right. That's the ultimate minimum. All right. So basically, you're gonna be paying the $95 plus the $37. And that will equal $132 a month that you'll be paying, but that also gives you $67.50 per person and $9.50 on those team sales, like what Fraser's getting on all those team sales, okay? So I'll go over some questions here in a little bit, but I just want to really kind of go over really fast because we have still a lot of questions that go through here. Even though this right here will tell you and show you all the different videos, you need to go through them and watch them slowly and things like that. I have some ideas on little spots where I believe I can make these videos better, and we're gonna change some stuff up to try it. But I think it's almost like to the point where I want to try a new funnel and see what those conversions are. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet though, but this is working really well, obviously, with the system. All right, so then the next video right here, what I'm about to this is one of the reasons why his income started skyrocketing. Was right here we talk about GRN, which is our vacation membership. And that gives you up to $6,000 commissions depending on if the people come all the way in. And then we talk about the executive membership courses. Okay, the executive membership is Mark's main courses, Solomon and Solomon CEO. All right, and right here, this is going to give you $497.50 per person that comes in. Fraser, you just busted out one of those today, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, one of those. This thing's converting like crazy. For the amount of money, it's $1,000. You make basically $500. And Fraser, is that not awesome when you see those $100 stacked on his ledger?
I mean, ledger, it's like, woo,
yeah, the ledger, man. And so on team sales, you get $100 commissions. $100 commissions on team sales. Come on, that's crazy. I mean, $100 bills. I wish I had them in front of me, but literally those bad boys stack up. Serious. I bet at least 2,000 or so maybe of that last month was on those kind of just $2,000 just for doing nothing. Frazier was with his, last month really Frazier kind of took off a little bit. I mean, I saw him still recruiting more than what most people would do, which is crazy. But because of the training that's inside of there, he was with his dad pretty much the whole month. That last half, what is it, 3 weeks? Or was
2 weeks.
2 weeks that his dad was there, and he's just watching $100 bills come in. $100 bills come in. Why? This is powerful stuff. And so you have to have pro, and then you have to have this, and that's a $995 deal, and you're done with that one, and it's over. And you make $497 commissions and $99.50 commissions. So basically $100. It's just super powerful stuff. It makes me so excited because this is like why people's lives are changing. You're witnessing it right here. So you gotta understand that these are the kind of things that you gotta get to. Okay, and I'll give you the links so you guys can purchase this stuff here in a minute if that's the case that you want to do. Then let's say, for example, somebody couldn't afford that. What happens is, let's let that load. You understand? So allow us to. So what happens is, if they can't afford the $995, they go to a downsell, okay, which is 6 payments of $250 instead. So it's basically like when you go to the payment plan, you lose $500 not by doing it up front, but you actually make $750 as an affiliate over time. Okay, I prefer fast money, but at the end of the day, it's nice. So you're getting these $125 commissions per person, and you're getting these $25 a month commissions on your team sales, which is awesome. And you got probably quite a few of those bad boys in there too, the $25 commissions.
Yeah, they were stacking up.
Yeah, I mean, when you see $25 stacking up, I mean, it really does start stacking up really, really quickly. So this is a great option for people to do as well. So it's only $250 a month for the customer, and you make $125 a month for that, and then you make $25 a month on your team sales. And we're not talking about just this next level. I mean, Frazier's earning money off of, for example, on one of his legs, he brought in this guy named Ben Martin, which you probably all know, and then Ben brought in Angie, and Angie brought in Mac. So all three of those guys are out there working essentially for Frazier's behalf. And then that same thing's happening down the line. And so Ben and Angie and Max, for example, Ben's getting super rich off of Angie. Angie's getting super rich off of Mac and all of his people. And Ben, I mean, it's just crazy. The comp plan is insane. People are starting to really see the value of it now, which is exciting. I just never had a system to where it would duplicate so fast. But literally, you stack down 4 levels, you can go as wide as you want. Which is the crazy thing, because most comp plans are going to cut you off. They're going to say, for example, Frazier's a great example. They'll say you can only get into a certain amount of commissions per leg that you create. So, for example, Ben's a leg. If you just looked at a chart, Ben Martin would be a leg that would go out, and if it got to, like, say, for example, 500 members or a certain amount of money, it would quit. But no, this thing can just go forever, unlimited, okay? And you're going to find that at most companies, they're going to make you have at least 3 or 5 legs that are all equal. So, for example, this one would cut off until he started a new one. So he's got, like, Jaden, so he's basically got, like, Ben and Jaden and all these. I think he's almost got 100 personals or whatever we were talking about yesterday. So he's got, like, literally 100 legs shooting off, right? And then all these legs are shooting infinity wide, 4 levels deep. It's insane. When I think about it, it's actually kind of crazy. But I mean, it's a crazy, crazy comp plan. And normally you would have to say that this one would end here unless this one got to a certain level. But we don't care. We can, I mean, literally he could just chill on this one, with Ben Martins. So it's insane what the comp plan does. But basically, all right, let me get back. I'm getting excited about the comp plan again, but exciting times. All right, and then the next thing is, let's say, for example, that somebody purchased the $995 option, okay? If they purchased the $995 option, congratulations. They would get sold into finalizing that GRN that we talked about in the last conversation in that video. And so GRN is our private vacation club. It's a $12,000 package, but you have the option of doing the financing for $3,000 down and 48 months of $250. Okay? And so what happens is on this one, this is a very important thing I want you guys to remember too. And hopefully in the future I can give more money away on this. It's just going to depend on how our volume essentially. But right now, you pay $1,000 and you get a $500 commission. We'll just round up the commissions. $500 commission, $100 commissions on team sales in that last video. And then on this one, it's $2,000 more down to finalize your GRN so you can get the product and you can have the integrity to have the product. Okay, that's a huge, huge difference when you're going to sell something. And so you can get it for $3,000 down in 48 months of $250 a month. But you're getting, when people go to this level, and why we call this a Total Lifestyle Alliance, you're getting $192.50 per month per person that does that on your direct sales. And you're also, what I don't know, I never even put the team sales down on there, but the team sales would be 25 plus 6750. What's 25 plus 6750? Let me look that up really quick. I don't know why I never thought about the team sales. Let's see, calculator. Where's my calculator? Somebody do me a favor and do that really quick. I don't know where my calculator is. It should be popping up here. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay, so let me just do it really quick. So 25 plus 6750. Oop, we'll get over here. So you make, oh, duh, I'm an idiot. So you make 9250 on your team sales, which is crazy. Fraser's got probably, what did you say, 40 people in this? Something like that?
TLA now is 51.
51 people in this. So he's got 51 times 9250. Let's do that. Times. Well, I wonder how many of those aren't personal. Do you know how many?
Oh, personal's 18.
18. So he's got 18 personal. So let's do that really quick. So 192.50 times 18 is $3,465 on his TLA members. And this is what it's all about. Getting there, getting to that TLA, right? And then he's got, what's so 18? You said you got 51, so we'll do 51 minus 18. So this is your team sales, 33 team sales, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then times that by 9250. So he's doubling. Okay, this is crazy. So he's essentially timesing it by 2 on team sales, where that $3,000 he didn't do anything for. I mean, he did do something for it, right? Of course, he gave the energy and the team and all that, and he's created like a really awesome community. But at the end of the day, he didn't generate that himself, right? I mean, it's crazy. So that's like $6,000 of your income right there on TLA. Crazy.
Days, man.
I mean, seriously. I mean, that's insane.
Man.
So right here, but what people do is they finalize that $2,000 down. Now you only make $200. It's not really only. It's a nice chunk, but you make $200 on your direct sales on this $2,000 down payment, and then you don't make any team sales on that. So if your team sells that, you don't make anything. So it's a different thing, because what happens is, what our company does is we have hard cost on that diamond membership. We pay like over $1,000 for just the person to get access to that. And then we also calculate some risk, because obviously we have to hold that loan. And then we, as well as we calculate customer service following up and things like that for that particular product in general. Okay, because not the customer service of the actual club, but the customer service of getting those $250 payments and things like that. Okay, and so after that, though, really the whole beauty of this is 48 months of $250 a month and $125 commissions on just this particular part. But now Fraser got all those people, this money that you're seeing over here, they're all in 48 up to 60 month deals where he's going to guarantee this $6,000, right, every single month because of TLA. That's the beauty. And so my whole vision behind this, and you guys need to watch these videos to the T, my whole vision behind this and having TLA was, I've always wanted to become the bank. Right, I've always, and we're gonna be doing that kind of in the future. I was talking to Fraser about some of the vision. Fraser's like, what? This is crazy.
Blowing away, guys.
Oh
Serious,
man, dude, the vision that's coming down, it's gonna be crazy. But I've always wanted to be, banks are the most profitable things in the world. I think the statistics on banks are something like, it's crazy. I think I actually say it in there, but basically, banks hardly ever fail once they open, because money it loves itself. It loves to duplicate. And so with the Total Lifestyle Alliance, you got the best situation is, people are getting a product that they love, and you're getting into a situation of a financing. So you literally become the bank is what we call it. Okay, so obviously, to start a bank, normally it's going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars. Here, it just costs you $3,000 down, 48 months, and you're on your own, and you're rocking and rolling. So, Fraser's done. He's a 23-year-old kid. He's done. I think did you get paid in full? Or I forget what you are now. Are you a diamond in full yet? Or are you on payment?
Not yet.
Okay, so you upgraded from platinum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's doing the platinum upgrade because he already paid $5,000 into it before we started doing this $12,000 deal. So you guys are getting it cheaper than he got to do it, which is crazy, and a lot of other people as well, which is awesome. So at the end of the day, That's the awesome part about this. You want to become the bank, don't you? I mean, raise your hand if you want to become a bank and make money passively like that. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful stuff. All right. And so other than that, there's also a TLA downsell. Okay. So for example, right here, and I might be getting rid of this. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't excite me anymore. For example, somebody could, instead of doing the 3,000 down in the funnel, you can't do it now that you're already part of the company, but in the funnel one-time offer, you could add 60 payments instead of 48 payments and do and start that initial $250 down. So you could do 60 months instead of 48 months, and the financing on that is crazy. I mean, it's way more money, but at least you get TLA qualifications. Okay, but we don't offer that anymore. The littlest that you can now get into TLA after you're already a member is that $3,000 down. So, it's still not that much money for obviously you see he's making $6,000 a month, right? It's insane, just in TLA. So, with the 11,100 that you made last month, more than half of it was because of TLA.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how important this is if you want your income to skyrocket. Angie, she made over $10,000 a month last month, and she's in TLA. Okay. Ben, all of our leaders. Let me just go to our leaders here. I guarantee almost every single one of them have TLA. Let's see here. Let me just go here. And this is just how important it is if you want to get to that level. Fraser's got TLA. Angie's got TLA. Max got TLA. Ben's got TLA. Paul actually doesn't got TLA, but he's about to get TLA. He has the Speed Wealth down payment, which he's making a bunch. But Paul he's insane. You're gonna see a lot about him. He's gonna have TLA very shortly, I bet. Jerry's got TLA. Ash has got TLA. Jamie's got TLA. Jane's got TLA. I don't know if Jason does, to be honest. I don't know. I think he does. I think he actually does. Yeah, I'm almost positive he does, to be honest. Ashley's got TLA. Heather's got TLA. Frank definitely has TLA. Jess, of course, has it. Richard, I don't know for sure. Nate doesn't. Paul does. Crystal does. Mark does. Kelly and Kellen, I don't know if you guys... Let me put the hands down. Kelly and Kellen, if you're on here, raise your hand if you have it. Or raise your hand if you're here, really quick, just to make sure if you're here. Yeah, they're not on there. I think they had a... I was just looking for Kelly and Kellen. I think they had a team hangout when we did this one. So, all right. I don't know if they do. Lloyd, I don't know if Lloyd has it.
Yeah, he's not, but he's going.
He's going to be TLA soon.
Yeah.
Biz and Chips have TLA. Eric and Wilkes have TLA. Phil and they have TLA. Phil and Victoria. Joan, I think, just has the 995. And Jennifer has the 995. So, as you can see, if you want the ability, right, you have to be there, okay? Because if you don't have the products here, what we do is we still offer a nice little chunk, is 10% versus the money that we've been talking about. Literally, you take all the commissions that I've been talking to you about, and you just bring them all down to 10%, which is just, you're not going to be at the next level if you do that. It's just all there is to it. It's just we like to, if you're in the position that there's no way in hell you could scrounge up 1,000. There's no way in hell you could scrounge up 3,000 to give you at least 10%. We just like to do that. It's just kind of part of our company. It makes it a little bit nicer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we see people missing $100 every day, every minute of the day, and it makes me sad. But at the end of the day, like, it's like what Mark was talking about. If your vision's big enough, you're gonna make it happen. Mark, he was broke. He was in a trailer. He got a $12,000 GRN membership, and he went way into debt for it, but his vision was so big, he didn't care. He just didn't care. All right? You got to invest. You absolutely have to invest in yourself, and you got to invest in that vision. And it's not easy to invest in the vision, okay? Like, for example, when I got GRN, I drained my bank account to zero, and I was trying to scrounge it and bring it up because I had a little baby girl on the way. But I knew with my vision, if I drained it and if I even went a little bit into debt, that I was going to be able to overcome that fast because my vision was so strong. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Like, if you can really plant that vision, you'll get credit cards open, you'll get loans open, you'll ask people for the money, you'll do whatever it takes, you'll find it. At the end of the day, $995 and $3,000 is not that much money at the end of the day. Like your first programming may think of that, but if you think about your lifespan and the bless your brother, if you think about your lifespan and the vision that you have in your life, it's really crap money. It's like nothing. Okay, I mean, Fraser just got a MacBook and it was $3,000. Okay, and that's gonna generate him millions of dollars. Okay, over the next, however, maybe only a year, millions of dollars. You never know how fast it's gonna grow. But like he bought that. He's always wanted this, but he knew that he wanted this because it would generate him more money because it's faster, it's quicker, it's more efficient. The videos are better. There's PC users that love it, like Angie and things like that, that will stay with the PC. But for me, I don't know what I would do without a Mac. I really don't. Like, I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So at the end of the day, like, now he's got this awesome beast of a machine, and he was able to buy it in a week because back when he bought GRN, I mean, you had the money barely, but it drained your bank account when you got GRN,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So he drained it all the way down, and all the way down for GRN, just like I did. And so, at the end of the day, you just have to have a bigger vision than what your bank account looks like. You have to, your bank account's going to start rising. I was like, I know that I'm going to have 50,000 in there. I know that I'm going to have 100,000 in there. I know I'm going to have 500,000. I know I'm going to have $1 million. So you just have to like really just kind of gear yourself to know what's going to happen, and then you will do whatever it takes. Okay? And the only reason that you're going to fail is if you quit and if you stop. Okay? And if you don't have a game plan. And we have a game plan here for you guys. All right? So literally, that's a nice little rundown. I wanted to kind of just go over that a little bit more with you guys. So I hope that answered a lot of questions for you all as well. So literally what you're going to want to do is you want to get to these levels as fast and as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is below this video, if you're watching the replay, I'm probably going to put this inside of the Speedwell's Fast Profit Formula for a nice little overview video. So below this, I'm going to put links kind of like this. But for now, right now, if you guys want to get rocking and rolling right now, because you have to be in before. So for example, let's say that the people that you brought in went before you went, you would only earn 10% on their sales. Okay, so you got to make sure that you're in before they get in. Otherwise, the system can only attach what you've done. Okay, so if you're not a pro and people upgrade to pro, then you're only going to earn 10% of those $47.50 commissions. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So basically, right here, if you want a current member, so obviously this should be a members only Webby. I'm pretty sure it is. I can tell by the numbers it should be. There's quite a few hundred people here on the line, but right here, current members to become a pro, and be nice, be courteous. If you have an upline who's not pro, at least give them like a night, one conversation. Okay, one conversation. And if they say, for example, they say, well, I might have to wait till tomorrow or the next day. I mean, literally, you might want to wait maybe 24. I don't know, maybe not. It's just it's your vision. It's not their vision. If they're gonna hold you back, you know what I'm saying? There was a time where Fraser, he had to upgrade, and somebody wanted to wait on him, and he, Fraser did it. It's like you cannot wait on people's visions to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I waited on people. Raise your hand if that makes sense. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I wait. He wouldn't be where he's at if he waited on. You have to be the person to rock it out. So give him a chance. I mean, when he did that, he gave him a chance. But he was like, I don't know, maybe next week. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was fine. It all worked out okay. At the end of the day, that guy's crushing it now. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think he's even thinking about it. I don't even know if he's on the line right now.
I think he might be.
Are you on the line right now? Let's see. I don't think he is. Let me look. No, he's not. I love it. We'll have to have him watch the replay. Yeah. So, anyways, so GoPro, I mean, literally, if you've already talked to people about it and they're not going to do it, just do it. Go right now. SpeedwealthProNow.com. SpeedwealthProNow.com. And you'll land on this page right here. $95. So it'll be 95 plus your 37. So it'll be $132. But then that qualifies you to make both commissions on both of those for your team sales, $67.50 per person and $9.50 per person that your team sells. Okay, and those stack up real fast. I wonder how much Fraser. It's probably at least 2,000, another 2,000 in pro sales. I would say it'd be interesting to know the stats on your ledger. All right, so right here, as you can see. If you do that $95 a month, you earn that $47.50. Team sales, you earn that $9.50. Now, please, for the love of all that's holy, make sure you use the same email for all accounts. So whatever you signed up with in the system, use it when you sign up for that. Okay. You can also, if you want to upgrade inside of the system, you can also come in here to courses and go up here to professional members right here. If you just go down and just click on become a professional, you can go ahead and do that as well. Either way, so that's ready to rock and roll there. Executive, now executive is $995 and $4,995. Currently, we are allowing people to backtrack if they didn't get it through one time through the funnel. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this rolling. It'll probably be, you know, if we do Webbies like this, one-time offers, whatever, in the future, it'll probably be $19.95 if you do it after the funnel. But right now, we're still doing it for a great price right here. Speedwealthdownpayment.com, speedwealthdownpayment.com right here. We go to that. That's going to cost you $9.95. And that will get you qualified to make those $470.50 commissions. Now, let's say, for example, if you didn't have this $9.95 and somebody purchased it, instead of, basically, let's just round up, instead of making $500, you'd only make $100. So you lose $400 on that, okay? Which, that's a lot of money, you know, $400 to lose. So you definitely want to make sure, so like I said, make sure, you know, on stuff like this, if you haven't talked to your upline and they're not at this level, give them one shot tonight, you know, whatever. But if you know they're not going to do it, don't let them hold you back. If you have other people in your downline that are going to upgrade, though, and you miss it because of that person, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand, you just got to weigh it out. You know, because you're here tonight, you are the action taker. You know what I'm saying? There's obviously reasons why people can't be on here and stuff like that. And if you know there's a good reason why they're not here tonight and stuff, that's fine. But if you know that they're going to hold you back and stuff, just go. Just get it done. You know, you want to be that person. I always tell people that you attract how you act, right? And so if you wait, you're going to have your people wait. You know, Fraser, the reason why he is where he is, Angie and Ben and all these top leaders, the reason why they're at the places that they're at right now is because they are super fast action takers. They're like myself. I mean, literally, when we see an idea and when we have a vision, it's over. We're on it. We're going. We're cruising. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, myself, it would be hard for me to even go and conversate with other people and give them a chance because I know that I was on this webinar right now. Or, you know what I'm saying? I watched this replay first. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I would just probably get it done myself. It's not being, like I said, it's not being horrible. It's just at the end of the day, you got to have the vision to be present, consistent, rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Fraser?
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Oh, I feel you. 100%.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. So, $9.95 one time, you earn $497.50. And on team sales, you earn $99.50. So make sure you use the same email address one more time. Okay. Right here, current members, executive easy pay. All right. So that's not available actually right now. Actually, I don't even think these are available. Nope, you can't even get these right now. But you can get the non-easy pay. Let me see. Current members finalize purchase 2001. You know what? Executive easy pay. Executive. I don't think I have it. If you know what I'm. You know what? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? You know what? On the replay, I'll put the. It is this right here. I'll just tell you this right now. If you go to gotlanow.com, if you go there, and I'll put this on the replay below. Let me just go ahead and go tlanow.com. This will get you able to be a TLA. So it'll be 3,000 down. Okay, you make the 200 commission on the personal sales. Okay, not team sales. There's no, like I said, there's a lot of risk factor we put into this because it is a $12,000 product that you're financing, like a car or whatever. So you make $200 commissions and you get set up for 48 months of $250. And on the sales, you make $125 per person on those sales. So it's very, very awesome. And then you make $25 commissions on those as well. Fraser, can we actually bust into your ledger?
Of course you can.
Would you care? All right. I just want to show you the madness here. So let me get in here. This is just crazy, crazy stuff. Let me go here. There we go. 18. All right. So we're going to log into this Rockstars ledger. So over here, when you log into your ledger, you go over here to My Ledger. And let's just see for the fun real quick. Can you even believe this sometimes? What? So he's made $2,233.50 in 3 days. Oh my god! Raise your hand if that's exciting. Come on, let me see some hands fly up. 2,300. Oh, this is just crazy. So let's look at this last month just for the hell of it. All right, let's roll here and here. Refresh. Oh my gosh, dude, this is nuts.
Crazy, man.
What is this? What did it equal? You made more than that?
Oh, whoops.
11,866.03. These clawbacks down here are actually, if you guys see clawbacks, most of them lately have been mess ups in the funnel where people were going click, 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 and setting like 6 subscriptions. And so we had to it was a nightmare for our merchant account. So Clifton just fixed all that, and there's now a check mark. So you have to check mark that you agree to pay, and then you click the upgrade button. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. And so people were like, well, I just wanted to see what was on the other side of the page. And we're like, seriously? Are you serious? And so it was madness. But anyways, so as you can see right here, dude, you made almost 12 grand last month. That's crazy.
Pretty cool, man.
As you can see right here, let's see. So let me just show you guys some of these. So this is a professional membership. So this is, Mac Zidon sold this. So Fraser made $9.50. Nora sold the same thing Mac did. And do you even know Nora?
Nah.
No, don't know these people. Nora made him $10. Do you know Daniel Wiggs?
No.
Let's see. So here's a personal sale. So Fraser made $47.50 on that. Paul Darby. He doesn't know. I love Paul. I know Paul. He's really awesome. But right here, Paul sold. Let's see. Mac sold to Paul, and Fraser made $100 off of Paul. Didn't even know Paul. Crazy. Let's see. So here's some personal sales. $25 on a Speedwell. That was that down sell of the $9.95. Do you know Jim?
Nope.
Don't know Jim. $99.50 on Ben Martin's Speedwell down sell to Conrad Chia. You know that person?
Nope.
Here's a bunch of pro sales that he didn't have to make. These are all. This is crazy. I've never even looked at your ledger like this.
It's nuts, man.
Do you know Lori Fedger?
Nope.
Made $25 off of that sale. And he's going to be making that for the next 60 months. What else do we got here? $25 there. Look at all these pros, though, man. Look at these pros. $10. So, like, look at this. So, for example, on just pros, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 20, 40, 60. You know, that's $160 just like that.
You gotta go pro, guys.
Yeah.
You can see it now.
I mean, at least with pro, minimum. Let's see what else. Now we got, Mike Perry Lewis.
Nope.
$25 off of his
Don't know Tony.
for 60 months. This is crazy. I love this comp plan. $25 times 6 months on this sale to Pablo sold to Aylin Rodriguez. Don't know her. Oh, this is nuts. Let's look at this though. This is kind of cool to look at. Let's go to the sale. Make sure there's no. Actually, I'm gonna pull this on. Make sure there's no confidential information here. Let's see what we got. Credit card. I want to get that credit card info off of there. Okay, so that is part of this. All right, so Fraser made $25 commissions on this sale right here to this person who didn't know, but it's a win-win. So Pablo sold that, but then Jaden got to partake in that $25, and Ash Campbell got to partake in that $25. So we paid a total commit, and this is the unfortunate part though. Pablo didn't have it himself, so instead of making $125, he only made $25. So he only made 10% commissions. It's painful. It's a little painful. So you got to make sure that you have this stuff. All right. The nice thing about TLA going all in is you just don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna always make the full commissions. Let's check out this one. Let me bust this one out. Let me pull it over here. you actually, let's see, let me scroll down. I mean, the credit card info is not really on there, but just to be safe. It's just, it has X's through it. So this one, you know Kelly.
Yep.
All right, so she sold to, I think it was one of they're right here. So Timothy, you don't know Timothy though.
Nope.
So Kelly rocked it out. She has this product. It's the Solomon payment plan. And so she earned $125 commissions for the next, this was back when we just launched it about 3 weeks ago, and we did 5 payments instead of 6. So for the next 5 months, Kelly's going to be making $125 commissions on that, which is awesome. And Angie, Ben, and Fraser will be making $25 commissions as well. And Kelly, and this is what I was talking about, Kelly is essentially a leg of Ben Martin. Okay, so Fraser's right here, and so we got Ben, and then we got Angie, and then we got Kelly. And so Kelly can sell for years back and forth all day long, unlimited, and it doesn't matter. And the same with Angie and Ben, like it never quits. So with Ben Martin's leg, like I don't want to know how much money he's making just off of Ben's leg. It's crazy. So then he's got Jaden's leg, who's growing like crazy. And then who's your other? Who's Lloyd.
Phil.
He's the boss. Phil. Who else?
Okay.
So you got about 4. You got 4 or 5 or 6 main ones.
Major players.
Yeah. So that's the beauty. And so like Angie Long right here, she's got some major players under her. And so what happened? And he didn't have major players under him in the beginning, right? This is the only reason he has this is because he's built up his credibility and his value. You see what I'm saying? So you can't expect that your ledger is going to look like this tomorrow, but you can have the vision that your ledger is going to look like this. So what I would do kind of is I would watch this recording a lot, and I would, let me get that back. And I would visualize this ledger happening in your life, right? And I would just kind of like, I would watch this scroll right here and just like feel it, embody it. Like Mark was saying, like you have to be kind of weird in this industry and to be an entrepreneur to know that you're going to do this stuff, but you just got to feel that your ledger is going to look like this. You just got to go, I know that one of these days I'm not going to even know who the heck these people are, but my ledger is going to look like that.
You see, guys, when you're scrolling through, that's mainly team sales. Like, it's nuts. The comp plan's unbelievable.
It's just all, like, you can see Fraser's name where he made sales, but, like, you can tell there's just so many different people making sales for him. And that's what I love is because, you know, as a company owner myself, that's, you know, selfishly I made the company so I wouldn't have to go out and recruit. But then unselfishly, I made a comp plan that I feel is the best in the industry where we give away the most money probably ever. And now you essentially become myself. You know, Fraser now has a bunch of affiliates working for him. You then have a bunch of affiliates working for him. Yourself. Then you and that person and that person and that person. And tell them how exciting the comp plan's about to get in the future.
Oh, guys, when you were sharing this with me earlier on, it blew my mind. I nearly fell off my stool in this place we were at. It's crazy. It's going to get like 1,000,000 times better than what it is now.
Oh, dude. Oh my God, it's so exciting. It's exciting times because you guys are here building this with us, and the only reason why we're going to get to what he's talking about is because you guys hustle and make a bunch of sales so our company can make a bunch of money so we can do this stuff. And man, once we finally get to a point, I was telling Fraser, once we finally get to a point as a company where we have, you know, we need millions for what my vision is, where we have millions coming in, and we're, you know, here at Company Owners, you know, we really don't want that much money compared to what we should be making, is that once we're comfortable, this money, and we are already, this money, and it already is happening right now, is this money is going back to the company and ready to just slowly build this out. But now, what's the vision that I shared? Don't tell them, but the way that this could happen literally within the next 3 months or so, with going out and getting that person that I want to get.
This happens, guys. Seriously, like, Island's going to go from where it is now to like an unreal level, moving off like that. If what this man pulls off, oh my God.
We're gonna do it together though.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm gonna give you guys the vision after we get back from our adventure. All right, and so we have a camp. We actually have an event that's coming up. What is it? 2 weeks now? Is it the 11th? The 11th is the first day, so it's not very far away, and it's gonna be exciting times. And I think there was quite a few people that backed out. There might actually be extra tickets. So if you're wanting to, on a spur of a limb, whatever you want to say, come to this event, reach out to our support and shoot them a message, or reach out to myself. I might not answer lately, so definitely if you reach out to me and support, let them know. But our event will be $1,000. It's $9.95. It's a crazy adventure. I mean, literally, we're gonna be doing high ropes course, low ropes courses, paintball. We're gonna be doing archery and hiking. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. So I think that we had 150 registered, and no, 130, and I think 30 to maybe 40 people backed out, which is normal for an event. So that means we have still about 90 people coming to this, and this is going to be a bonding experience. I mean, unheard of bonding experience. All right, this isn't about getting there and training and learning and getting all nerdy with the MacBooks and pens and all that kind of stuff. This is about bonding and having a blast. Okay. And it's going to be great. And really the higher level conversations don't happen from stage or from, having events. The higher level conversations happen with the one-on-one conversations, the community, the bonding inside of those things. So like Fraser knows, like when we're talking together, the best stuff that I ever say usually is in private, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. And so even when I'm mentoring online closely with these guys, is the best stuff I ever say is always in a private message. It's not on purpose. I don't try to hide anything. It's just kind of what happens. Like, and so with Mark and I myself, when I would have conversations with Mark privately, not even in a webinar conversation, but like together when we're having a beer and we're just chilling, that's when the best stuff comes out. There's no drinking on this camp that we're going to, but at the end of the day, it's the same difference. But it's just that chill mode. There's something happens in your mind as an entrepreneur, and the visions and stuff like that come out when you're just relaxed, right? And that's why when I do webinars, you don't see me like up in your face like this. When I'm comfortable and relaxed, usually my best stuff comes out. So reach out to us if that sounds like something you want to do and want to come out to. It's in San Diego. It's San Diego City is what they call, and it's gonna be a blast. So I think we probably have maybe 10 or 15 extra that we'll do. The nice thing about all those people not coming, like those 20 or 30, is that the cabins that we're going to be staying in won't be so crowded, because I think we could only have like 130 people or something like that. I forget what the numbers were, but for those of you guys who are still coming, you're going to be pumped. Really, really pumped. Other than that, if you're watching this replay, sorry, I mean, it's probably already over if you're watching the replay. It just depends, though. April 11th is the event. Other than that, fam, what I want to do is... Man, I kind of want to shut this off because Fraser, I want to teach this man how to use this thing right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me answer some questions, though. Definitely want to answer some questions. Let me look over here in the chat. First off, let me get rid of this, and I want to get some family love here. How excited are you to see your ledger look exactly or better than Fraser Ledger in the future? Let's see. And then online event attendees. Remember, it's not about the money, it's about the freedom to do the things you love. And speaking of that, when I look through this ledger, let me just give you the way that you should look through a ledger. Is I don't look at it as income. Hold on, let me just refresh. Let's see, what does this equal? Since 3/1, 14,000 since March 1st. That's awesome. So what I think about this when I look through ledgers is that I think about freedom to do the things I love, and it's crazy because it also reduces your stress level. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Fraser? As you're thinking about this money coming in, doesn't it reduce, like, Fraser has ambitions to have like a really, really awesome house to have masterminds, which is awesome, because at the end of the day, if he wanted to enjoy a house out there in Thailand by himself, what the hell's the point? It'd be boring. So he wants a house that can hold, like 15, 20, 30 people, fun, and have a blast out there for his masterminds. And so I know as I'm kind of just asking you, but like as money's coming in and that vision is allowing it to come to fruition, does it not feel like the weight of your vision is like lifting a little bit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you mean, man.
Yeah, so like it's like freedom when you see the money almost.
I used to look at it as, when I first started, money, but now it's a whole different game now, man. And
Yeah.
once I started looking at it that way, income just went through the roof, and I started to, other people's lives were changing as well. It's like once you change like the way you think and start making it about other people, you know, the game just changes.
Exactly. And that's what I do too. Like when I look at it, you know, I'll be like, yes, you know, like looking at my teammates or whatever, like, yes. And that's what I do as a company owner. What's cool is, you know, I see every sale. And so I see the affiliate IDs and I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who have been grinding and stuff like that, and they're making these sales now finally because of this people system. I just get so stoked for that. So you don't want to look at the money, but the ledger is the thing that's going to give you freedom. All right. It's just all there is to it. All right. So let me see. Online event attendees, how excited are you to see your ledger look exactly or better than, exactly like, or better than, if you got some people out there that got some big visions? I know,
You can all do it, guys. You can all beat me.
I know, Fraser. Exactly like or better than Fraser, McDonald's ledger in, let's see, in the future. Remember, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom to do the things you love and to change people's lives. Let's see. How excited are you? All right, so let's rock and roll. And then we'll go over some questions. Let me get at least, you know, I got to get some music. What do I want to play? Oh, crap. I can't play the music that we've been playing.
What about that? What's that? Wobble Wobble.
Oh.
That crazy song.
Wobble song. Yeah, that's a good jam. Let's see here.
I think it's the one above that.
This one?
Wait, down.
Where? Oops.
The one below that one.
Hold on. Let's get it. You guys will love this. We actually jammed to it. Where at?
Yeah.
This one? Alright. Yeah, baby. Alright.
Yeah.
So let's get at least 100 comments on how excited you are. I think we'll still be able to make it. And let's rock it out to the wobble.
Baby,
Let's get some more comments. Come on, let us know these guys come. Go. I want to get out. Crazy. Come on, Sally. Oh man, I was gonna do. It's just been so long. I was gonna give you guys some advice. I might as well. We still got what? We got 200, over 200 people still rocking with us. Shoot. All right. This is what I would do if I was you. You guys want to take a take a little quick drink break, really quick. And let's come back really quick. I want to stand up for a second because this is going to take another, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. So get up, take a drink break, chill for a second, and then we'll be right back, all right? Action takers in the house. Still got 200 peeps here. I love it. We only lost about 15 people, I think. Not bad. All right. So, raise your hand if you're ready to win. I just thought about this actually. If you're ready to, everybody's raising their hands already. And if you're ready to win $100, $100. All right, good. Because I feel like giving away some money. All right. So let me plug these. Actually, I don't need these to be honest. I was a waste of time. All right. So here's the dealio. What I would do, Fraser, you know what I would love to see? Do you have a video where you basically introduce the Speedwell system, right?
I certainly do.
So this is exactly what I want every single one of you to do. And you're going to win $100 cash at a random drawing if you do this. You know, I shouldn't have to incentivize that, and I don't think it would have mattered anyways. Whoever was going to do it was going to do this anyways, but I think it would be fun just to give away $100 anyways. So this is what I want you to do. Let me know. See if you can send that to me.
Yeah, just looking for it now.
On FB. Let's see here. Or yeah, shoot me the link to it. Because this is what you guys need to do, all right? You guys need to have an introduction video to the Speedwell system. Straight up. If you don't have one, then it's going to be tough. That's all there is to it. I've always, as an affiliate, because I remember I crushed it as an affiliate. You know, some people, this is just how life is. They think I magically got to this point, right? And at the end of the day, the only reason that I got to this point in building a company like this is because I was an amazing affiliate first. Okay, so I've been in every single person's shoes, and it's the same thing that Fraser's doing. He wants to be an amazing affiliate in this, and eventually build his own vision, right? Yep. You know, he won't have to essentially, but it's his own legacy as well. You know what I'm saying? So he'll have this vision probably in the future that's like, that's what I want to do, and I got enough money to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really what it's all about. Did you send that already?
Yeah, man.
All right, perfect. So let me get that. Okay. Let me just give you, this is a great example.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so Fraser did a Speedwell system introduction. So do you send this to people sometime?
Yeah, I sent quite a few people.
Okay. So he's got a Speedwell system introduction to what they're about to see. It's like a 2-minute video. Okay. And so what was this back in February? So Fraser you need to be a part of this. Is you need to do an updated version of your results, and then introducing, and then other people's results as well. So what you guys can do is you introduce the Speedwell system. I'm going to show you guys this. You introduce the Speedwell system. You share some results. If you don't have your own results, and here's the thing: if you have you made at least $20 or $40 or $50 or $100, share that. Don't be ashamed of that. That's awesome, okay? If you haven't made money but you've got people to see it and stuff, that's still awesome. But obviously you don't want to share that you didn't make no money, but share that there's tons of people making a great amount of income with this. You know, you could share real life examples, or you could just share what's on your heart. You have to have something, a buffer, before the Speedwell system. Because if you're just sending to the Speedwell system, they can't feel your heart, okay? If they don't feel your heart, then at the end of the day, it's just another system, okay? I don't care how good my video is or how good the system is. If they don't see your vision or they don't feel you before they land on it, then it always will become a sales pitch unless they feel what you're all about first. So here's a good example right here. So let's play this really fast.
Hey, what's going on? F-Mark here. Now, I just got a sneak peek at the Internet Lifestyle Network's new Speedwell system. Believe me, I am mind blown right now. Alright? Just came off a 4-hour webinar with Vincent Ortega Jr., who is one of the co-founders of the Internet Lifestyle Network. He really showed us the ins and outs of this new system. Believe me when I say, my jaw was near enough hitting the floor every minute. I could not believe what I was seeing. I have never seen a funnel that is this powerful. If people go through it and they don't join, they turn down money. Alright, let me say that again. If people go through it and they do not join, they turn down money. It's incredible. Alright? Now, Vincent has put in over 200 hours developing this system. Also, Clifton Hatfield, who is the main programmer of the Internet Lifestyle Network. Now, I just want to give Clifton a quick shout out. Clifton, you're a boss, brother. I really appreciate what you do for this family. We all love you. You're doing such a great job. Really appreciate you, man. Cannot wait to see you again. Love you, man. Keep rocking it. See you soon. Alright? Anyways. Now, yeah, put in over 200 hours. Alright? Now, let me say one thing. Vincent and Clifton's desire, their determination, their drive, their heart to helping people succeed is out of this world. I have never seen two guys that are so committed to helping people achieve their laptop lifestyle. They've helped me achieve it. As you see, I'm living in Thailand right now. Alright, and they're going to do the exact same for you. Alright, this is why they've created this Speedwell system, to help people break through and really start living that laptop lifestyle, the freedom lifestyle, whatever it is you want, you can achieve with the Speedwell system. And you can get access now by clicking a link below. Alright, so yeah, get in with the system, become a 6-figure earner this year. Right, I truly believe I had some potential to do that. Alright, and I will see you on the inside. Looking forward to welcoming you to the Internet Lifestyle Network family. Peace.
Alright, so as you can see, you definitely need to update that.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was awesome. That was really cool because he came off of a webinar with the excitement, right? And so you're doing that again, but you also know now that there's results, So there's a 23-year-old kid making over $11,000 a month. There's a 32-year-old lady making over $10,000 a month. There's a bunch of people making over $7,000 a month. You know, so on and so forth. You can say that kind of stuff. You can share your heart, your passion. If that's not the way you want to talk, you can talk your own way. It doesn't really matter as long as there's 2 minutes of you sharing your heart on why that person is going to succeed. That's all that matters. So as you can see, Fraser talked a little bit about himself, but he didn't talk about the results yet because he didn't have the Speedwell system results. So now he's got Speedwell system results, which is awesome to share. But then he talked about what it was going to do for the person. That's all that matters. We talked about that in the beginning of this webinar. Yeah. All that matters is that person. They don't care about you, but they do want to know your passion. They want to feel it, right? And they can't feel it unless there's a video, all right? And so at the end of the day, you got to rock it out. You got to rock it out. So here's what I recommend you do, basically. So do a 2-minute video. Step 1, 2-minute video to introduce the Speed Wealth system. Okay? Key points, it's all about them. Okay? I want you guys to just keep remembering that. It's all about them. Let me just go ahead and make this bigger. It's all about them. It's all about the results. Okay? It's all about ease and speed. And instead of saying, what I've trying to do really, it's so hard not to say this with the Speedwell system because it's so easy. Instead of using the word easy, I try to use simple because I feel like easy attracts, I don't know, a different mindset. Simple is good. The hardest things to do in the world are simple, like amazing things. Like Steve Jobs even said that. Easy, it's different. Easy, just feel it. Say simple and easy, and you can tell that easy is in a different category. It's not a type of person that we'd want to attract. We'd want to attract the type of person that understands that things are simple and it's genius and it's smart, but you don't want them to think it's easy necessarily. Okay, so it's all about them. It's all about the results, and it's all about ease and speed. What else, Fraser? What do you think? Anything else? It's all about them. All about the results. Ease and speed. I'm just trying to think. It's really that simple.
That's it.
Share your vision maybe inside of that, but not a long version. Just share, where you want to go essentially with it. I don't know if you even shared that in that. No. Yeah, kind of, because he said he's in Thailand, which was in his vision, but you definitely want to share your vision just a little bit. It can be a 3-minute video, but I would try to keep it about 2 minutes. Share your vision. Here's another good one. It's kind of going along the same thing. Share your vision for the people who join you as well. A little bit. Don't cap your vision off at anything, but share it that you'll be there for them and stuff like that. It's all about them. It's all about the results. It's all about the ease and speed. Share your vision. Share your vision for the people who join you. 2-minute video to introduce the Speedwell system, and then literally you just upload it to YouTube, right? And in the about section, put your affiliate link. And so Fraser went to, do you use or GoDaddy? Or who do you use? GoDaddy, yeah. So he just went to GoDaddy.com, bought his own domain for $10 a year, $8 a year, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think I've bought 50 domains this year. And just you cover up your affiliate link, which is cooler, but you can just put your affiliate link. It doesn't matter. And so they watch the video, say click the link below, let them know to click the link below, okay? If you're doing a capture page video, if you're a little bit more advanced and you're going to put it on a capture page, then say, enter your name and email in the or enter your email and the information to the left or right or whatever it may be. But click the link below will work fine as well because it'll be on YouTube. And bam, people click that after they watch that video and they go to the system. Now, just visualize.
Do you want to make your first...
Visualize with me. Do you see the difference now that they've watched Fraser, they've understood his heart and his passion. Now they're watching this versus it just being a sales page. You see, raise your hand if you see what I'm saying. Raise your hand if you see what I'm saying. You see the difference. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So it's a big difference when you introduce something versus when you blast it on people, it's salesy. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking to myself. For people in the replay, you can't see me, which kind of sucks, but for those of you guys who are rocking with us, we're golden. So at the end of the day, I don't know, man. That's it. That's really the most important thing you could ever do, out the gate. and sharing that video. Because with our Facebook methods, you know, that they share on there, if you start doing the Facebook methods and have this as your backup plan, not really a backup plan, but kind of more of a collaboration, and that's what I used to do to crush it. I mean, I would always do videos. I would do a video every single day, but I would always have one main one that introduced the system or the product or the solution that I currently was promoting, and just shared my heart. So all about them, all about the results, all about ease and speed. Share your vision with the people who join you, and just think about that. You don't want to like read off of that or anything, but just think about that for a little bit. Read that maybe 7 times in a row, and then go shoot the video. And if you mess up, you saw Fraser, he messed up like a couple 3, 4, or 5 times or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, people want to see you mess up, because if you're too perfect, they won't join you. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, when I talk, I'll stumble my words and stuff like that. I just don't care. I don't care, because I know that all that matters is my energy moving forward, and how bad I want it for all the people that are around, that no matter what I say, it's going to work out at the end. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it sounds like. Because at the end of the day, my passion for you guys out there it's everything. So you got to get over this. So what we're going to do is I'm basically going to trying to figure out how I want to gather these for you guys. Let me see. What would be the best way to gather these? Once you do your video, I think I'm just going to have to write this. So video entry. And so I'm going to put this on here. It's not going to be pinned at the top though, so you might have to look for it, and I'll show you how to look for it here. So let me do 2-minute video entry $100 contest. Let me see your rockin' videos below that introduces the speed wealth system. 2-minute video entry contest. Let me see your rockin' videos below that introduces the speed wealth system. And then let me see. I think that's pretty much it. And so what you're going to want to do, I'll do this to make it stand out a little bit more. All right. Okay, 2-minute video entry, $100 contest. Let me see your rockin' videos below that introduces the speed wealth system. Okay, so I'm going to post this. And now if you ever want to find this, let me just give you a little example. If you ever want to find this post when you come in here to enter your video, just go over here to this top bar, this search, okay? And then literally if you type in 2-minute video, it should pop it up. Let me see here. I don't know if it actually searched. That was weird. Let me see. 2-minute video. Is this a new? Man, this new Facebook group, Fraser, is weird. Maybe if you do quotes. Let me try this. I think it's searching different now. 2-minute video. Yeah, okay. That's what you need to do. So you need to go to the search bar, and you got to put these quotes around it. 2-minute video. And you go up here to search, and you hit enter. This will bring the top. Ari is smashing that over there. This will bring the top post up, and then you just literally comment below your video for the contest. And so I'll give a random person, basically we're just going to draw it out of a hat, give a random person $100, and you should make way more than $100 for doing it yourself though. You know what I'm saying? So rock it out. Here's your last. You might want to write these down since you're not going to be able to see the Webby. Alright, so write this down. I'm going to give you guys some time here. 2-minute video to introduce the speed wealth system. It's all about them. It's all about the results. It's all about ease and speed. Simple. I should say, well, just fine. Just say simple in your video for me. Share your vision. Share your vision for the people who join you. All right. And that's really all there is to it. It's really that easy. And then, and let me just put this down here. Put your affiliate link below the video on YouTube. And if you don't know how to use YouTube, go to youtube.com and search how to use YouTube. Okay, there's really no reason that we should have to teach you how to use YouTube these days. You know what I'm saying? Put your affiliate link below the video on YouTube and tell them. Tell them to click the link below the video. All right, and then for those of you guys who are in our TLA group over here, where we at? This one. What I'm gonna do with this video, so you guys can be even more excited, is I'm gonna do a webinar here. Probably it's gonna be either before or after the camp. I haven't decided yet. Well, we're gonna log in and we're gonna learn lead pages together, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to make capture pages. So you can see. Do you have a capture page up?
Yeah, I've got somewhere.
And so like you'll set up a capture page with your video, and people can opt into the right. And I know that a couple people got it already, which is awesome. So we're gonna do that and go over that, and that will be huge. So then instead of just sending people to a YouTube video, you can capture the lead, start building your email list, and rock it out. That's huge stuff right there. So if you're in TLA, which is awesome, then we're gonna be doing that stuff. Oh, here's something else I want to mention. So this is our TLA group. That means that you got everything, okay? And this is the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the webinar, talking about traffic. But basically, here's what I said. I'm building, all right here, let me just show you. Let me zoom in so you can see it. I'm building cold traffic relationships right now, okay? Cold traffic means you literally give people some money and they send targeted leads to the Speedwealth funnel on your behalf, okay? If you get good enough to where your 2-minute video is rocking and your capture page rocking, you would want to send people to that we're going to be doing. But on cold traffic, it's cold. You know, they're used to being sent to places that don't have video intros and stuff like that. So it's a different ball game. It's crazy. This is the stuff that people are doing right now. Like some of the big top leaders like Mac and Paul and Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
Lloyd's his name. Lloyd and a lot of other people, all they're doing is just paying money, putting it in the right place, having people drive traffic for them, and they just let the Speedwealth system work for them, and then they literally just take care of their team. And that's what I'm talking about. No more recruiting, not having to recruit. You know, Fraser's pumped about it, Angie's pumped about it, Ben's pumped about it. All these guys are pumped about it who've been just grinding on Facebook all day. So it's very, very cool, and everybody's pumped about it. You're going to see here in a second. But basically, I'm building cold traffic relationships right now. Actually, about 10 new ones reach out to me daily because of conversions. Our Speedwealth systems conversions is insane. And the main one I'm looking at right now, I believe will be amazing for co-ops, is they're the same guys who are running cold traffic to the top online opportunities like Moby, Empower, and .com Secrets. So those are like probably top 5, top 10 affiliate opportunities right now for driving cold traffic. And then these guys have been doing this for over a decade. They believe our system will convert higher than any of them because they've already tested and seen some insane numbers. So the people who have been driving cold traffic right now has been seeing numbers that are just been unheard of, okay? And then I said, I told you guys in the beginning that as I built these relationships and as people reached out to me, because our system would convert. Remember, it's all about the vision. It's all about knowing what you're creating is going to work. And if I've done this several times and I've failed a lot knowing my vision was going to work, but I knew if I kept rolling at it, that my vision was eventually going to happen, right? So if you fail the first few times as your vision's there, but your action just didn't work out, you got to understand that sometimes that vision will shift and it'll get better and it'll get better, and it's like growing. It's constantly growing. So I told you guys from the beginning that as I built these relationships and as people reach out to me because our system would convert, that you all would get first dibs on this traffic because you are TLA. So the people that went all in and have everything, it's not about the money here as much as it's about the commitment, okay? It's really about the commitment. It's knowing that you're going to be here for 48 months committed. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between the money and commitment. And commitment is so much higher than the actual money here. Because $12,000 over time or $15,000, whatever the financing equals, it's crap money compared to the commitment of saying, I'm in this to win this for the next 4 years. So I know that these people who are committed to this, rocking it out, this is why they always get first dibs and will always get first dibs. So you get first dibs on traffic because you are TLA, and this was the entire goal of my new system from the beginning. No more recruiting, just taking care of teams and scaling traffic. That's it. Fraser back there like, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh, I'm stoked.
Yes, I'm talking. This is, it's not fun recruiting. I mean, I don't care who you are. I mean, are you worn out a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's worth it. I mean, look what he gets now, but he's done with it. People who have been recruiting like I have and all that, you get done with it, essentially. All right. Now, if you haven't done it before, I mean, come on, you haven't done it before. I mean, you should be fine for the next year or so to do it. But at the end of the day, traffic, sending money, letting it come back in, taking care of teams. This is living, man. This is having a lifestyle where you don't have to stay on the computer and you don't have to grind. You literally, and this is a good thing for 9 to 5 people who have some money too, is like you spend some money, you go to work. When you come back, you got all these cha-chings, hopefully, right? It's not a guaranteed thing, but hopefully, and it's happening like crazy. You get back, you have cha-chings, you take care of your team. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. You can get out of that 9 to 5 faster, which is awesome, right? Raise your hand if you think that's awesome. To get out of 9 to 5 right now, like with just spending some money, look at all these. I love this. I love this. So trust me, I'm excited. I've never built anything for cold traffic, and the speed wealth working. I didn't know if it was gonna work, but I knew I was confident in what I was creating. I just, you just never know. And now that it's working, I'm just so damn excited. Oh my god, it's crazy. So, anyways, we're just days/weeks away, depending. It's let me just read it; it'll be easier. Days/weeks away from starting our first campaign, and our conversion numbers on cold traffic are supposed to be off the chain, which means awesome. For those of you guys who don't understand my slang, like I said, amazing right now. So this first test will be happening in like a week to 3 weeks, depending on how fast we can get this rolling. Man, I'm kind of gangster. I just, jeez, I can't believe you guys listen to me when I talk like that. All right, my goal is to get, but I guess it's kind of fun. It's fun. All right, my goal is to get a couple cold traffic pages ready to go where you can insert your autoresponder, as well as we have our autoresponder in there. Okay, so basically, you're gonna pay for traffic. These leads come in, like people go out there and find the best targeted traffic in the world. All right, they come from banner ads, Facebooks, just crazy stuff, lists and all this stuff. They come in, you get the lead, and our company gets the lead, not because we need it. It's because I want to do my magic is follow up, right? And so I can follow up like crazy, and I'm here every single day. Let me follow up. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys with 9 to 5s out there, you just let me do all your work, and then you take care of your people. Okay? Raise your hand. Oh, hold on. Raise your hand if that's fine. Like, as long as you don't want to be a cold traffic person where you don't take care of your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it won't last. It just won't last. So that's cool. All right. Let me do the work for you though. And then what's nice is when you do have time. So let's say, for example, you spend some money. This is the dreamy right here that's happening, and it's gonna happen. It's happening a lot. Is that okay? You pay this money, all this traffic comes in. You get leads. I get the leads. I start following up with them. You close. There'll be an initial cha-chings, hopefully, right? It's not guaranteed, but hopefully, and it's happening right now. You get the initial cha-chings, then you get all these leads. So you follow up. You be personal as well. So you come home from that 9 to 5. You got some cha-chings. You take care of those people first, and then you send an email to the email or to the list that's being built for you. Hold on, let me see if that's just this is dreamy. Does that sound fun? Let me know if you guys think that sounds fun. I mean, this is awesome. This is the big dog stuff, though. This is the big dog stuff right here. This is what all the ballers in this industry, the big bosses, this is all they do. They don't recruit on Facebook like Frazier. They don't go, you know what I'm saying? So, and this isn't going to happen immediately, and this is only for TLA people. So, if you don't have the money to become TLA, then you need to get the recruiting on because it's worth it. Now, Frazier's got the money, right? So, it's a cycle. It's a deserved cycle, too. Like, 9 to 5, most people make $40,000 to $60,000 a year or whatever. You deserve to be in TLA because you figured out how to at least get a credit card, or you figured out how to borrow money or something to get in there to have this opportunity, right? And so that's why TLA people get it first. So definitely make sure you get TLA, even if it's just for this. I mean, this is huge. We're talking about freedom right here. It's insane. I don't know where I was going with that conversation. But anyway, so let's go back. I want you guys to build an email list. So I'm just kind of going back over what I was saying. But I want to make sure that I'm going to be following up on your behalf because that's where my magic is. I'm more excited about this than ever because there will be warnings to... I said, okay, no, here we go. I'm more excited about this than ever, but there will be warnings up front. There's no guarantee when you do these co-ops. And I said, and people will get pissed if they aren't known up front that you could not make sales. It is really just a toss-up. However, I believe we will get to where everyone is happy. It's just not a guaranteed thing. One thing you can always know is that you will get opt-ins, so you'll start building that email list, the most important thing, and you will build that email list, which is the best part. That's guaranteed. You're going to get opt-ins, okay? That's the first win. The cha-chings, you want to think of cha-chings on cold traffic as a bonus, more or less, okay? We have people, I'm not kidding, I have a guy that's been in this industry for 11 years, exactly, he just told me, and he said he's never seen cold traffic conversions like this, and he said, I'm literally getting teary-eyed right now. That's how crazy this thing is converting. And this is a guy that's been in for 11 years, seen everything. Okay, and so you can't even make that up. I mean, come on, this is crazy stuff. So it's powerful stuff. For example, he sent 800 clicks. He made 65 sales. Okay, so I don't know what the equates to, but essentially our customers, this is what you can think of. Our customers are worth $400 to $1,400 in commissions, up to $15,000, but on the low end about 400. So you do 65 times 400, right? Let me just do that really quick on a calculator. I'm not saying this is going to be the guaranteed conversions, but if you do 65 times 400, that's $26,000. And for those 800 clicks, I don't know what he's paying for them, but in this co-op, it's going to be 75 cents a click. So he would have paid like $500. You pay $500 for the potential $26,000 income. You see what I'm saying? This is some power. Fraser, are you freaking out? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out right now because this is the power of what we have going on right now. So this is crazy. I'm telling you guys. But this, like I said, I'm not trying to. This is kind of like a backdoor thing. I'm not even thinking about it. But like, go TLA, like because of this. Like, I mean, come on, let's go. But anyways, I believe. Let's see. The sales will be cherry, and that's what's happening right now. Crazy. Plus, as we do this, I'm going to be giving you all next level knowledge on how to really build relationships with your lists. I have some pro stuff already that I've been doing in the pro level on the next level. My next level stuff in pro about building email lists. I don't know if I've really talked about cultivating though. That's the difference. So what's gonna be cool though is I've been on fire with my emails because I've just been doing so many lately. And it's gonna be fun to go over those emails with you and teach you the psychology that I kind of go through there. And it's heart-filled psychology. There's sales psychology. There's a difference. There's sales psychology, but then there's heart-filled psychology where people can literally through your words almost touch you. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's powerful stuff. So you're going to love this stuff that I'm going to be teaching you guys as we go through this. I said cold traffic's fun, and I'm excited to become the expert over the next few months with y'all. We're really about to dial in and become the real deal. This is what the big dogs do. They don't play around on Facebook or anything like that. They just drive traffic to offers that convert like ours. Okay? When I say they don't play around on Facebook, what's funny is I think the most fun is playing on Facebook with your friends, like having conversations with like Fraser and all of our people in our island. It's fun to do that. Wouldn't that be fun if you could just constantly just play versus having to worry about recruiting? You know what I'm saying? Like being able to just like constantly talk and chat and have a good time, take care of your people. You know, literally, this works like my vision is and like it's working for all these industry. I mean, we're talking 10, 12, 15 year industry legends that are in our community now driving cold traffic, talking about this. There's really no reason that it should ever stop. There's billions of people online, so there's no reason this should ever stop. But this is going to be so tight. I mean, literally, we just scale. So you maybe start with $100, $500, and then, or $1,000. Some people are starting with 1,000. That scales. You make your money back, or, you know, even if you don't make your money back and you get close to your money back, then you win right there. And then next month, those customers come around, start spending all the money on our upsells and stuff, so then your money comes back times 1,000,000, right? Well, not literally 1,000,000, but big time. And then you scale up. So then, let's say, for example, you do $500 a month on cold traffic, and then you have all this income coming in now next month, and you make like $2,000 a month with Island, and then you spend $1,000 on traffic, and then you're making $4,000 a month with Island, and then you spend $2,000 on traffic the next month, and then you're making $6,000. Then and then let me give you a real example that's gonna happen, is that you're like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, and then so next month you spend $3,000, but it's a bad batch or something, right? And then you don't really make any money, or you lose some money, and so this is gonna be the point where people quit and they just stick with the $4,000 a month income, right? You know what I'm saying? And then the people who understand traffic and know that there could be a bad batch here and there, or, you know, just it's luck of the draw. Literally, you're messing with human psychology, and there's gonna be times where there's gonna be 500 clicks and none of them convert. You know what I'm saying? And so literally, it's just gotta be about that scale factor. So it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm gonna be doing it myself and testing, just so I can tell you guys what to do. You know what I mean? So what's gonna be fun is I'm just going off on a tangent because I'm so excited about this. But literally, this is gonna be crazy. We're talking freedom here. Raise your hand. Let me see. Raise your hands if you're feeling the freedom of this. I mean, this is real freedom now, fam. This is some fun stuff. So, literally, I'm not gonna read the rest, but basically, what I said is get ready, save at minimum $100 to start, and I'm talking to TLA people here, so you need to first become TLA if you want to get in this co-op. So it's gonna basically be all of us coming together, spending some money on stuff. And literally, it rotates the clicks. So I'll teach you that in a second. But save at least $100 to start. And if you want to be a big shot, save $1,000 plus and get ready to throw at this cold traffic we are about to buy up. The first round will be about 10,000 clicks. Each click will cost you 75 cents. This traffic is supposed to be worth $1.50 to $2 a click. And our earnings per click right now inside of our system, people have been showing me, have been anywhere from $5 up to $8. So you pay 75 cents a click and you get $5 to $8 back per that click. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about crazy money there. If the traffic's good, and this traffic's supposed to be top notch. Like I said, this is always, it's a gamble, but it's not. It's like going to the casino to gamble, but it's going to the casino. It's like going to your own casino. It's like people coming into your casino because, casinos can lose money on bets. But the odds are in our favor. You know what I'm saying? And so the odds with the numbers that have been happening and the odds on our favor, it's like we're at we own the best casino in the world and people are coming in and they're winning a little bit, but they're mostly losing. But here, we're the casino and everybody's coming in and then they're just all winning. You know what I'm saying? It's just tight. All right. I don't even know where I get these analogies, but all right. So our return on investment should be great. We will just see what happens. I need to know though now below who is in with at least $100 share. Let me know if you're in. How much? How soon would you be ready to go? So this really blew me away right here. So let me just show you. We have. All right. Let me look. We have. We'll do whatever to make it happen. We had some questions first. $100 here. $100 to $200 from this guy. Josh didn't say exactly how much. Let's see. I'll just show you how much money we have to start here. Let me see where the numbers are. $100 from Sarah. Jim Hoy's gonna throw $1,000 to start. That's what I'm talking about. That's going after it. Let's see what else we got. Some people forgot to put $100 here, $1,000 here with Jaden and Jim. Sorry. Michael's doing $780. $100 if it's not before April 4th, so Michael's gonna throw in good. Let's see, $100 here, $1,000 here, $225 here. What do we got here? We got some more conversion. $100 there, $500 immediately, $100 there, $250 there, $100 here, $300 here, $100 here, $150 there, $100 there, $100 there, 500 clicks. So what is that? 75. That would be like 300 and something, 375 or something like that. $100 there, 200. So as you can see, we got a crazy co-op. I think there's like $20,000 that's ready to be thrown down on some clicks total. 500 or 1,000, 200, so on and so forth. So if you're not TLA, get TLA so you can get in this. If you haven't seen this and you are TLA, make sure you comment here, because what I'm gonna do is literally the way this works is I go to these guys, I pay them, let's say $10,000, okay, and then when you guys pay, you just pay us. I think some of these guys will take the money, but I would rather take it so then we can just disperse it better. And literally, it's just like in and out to them. So then we buy 10,000 clicks, and you basically get $100 shares. And so for example, a $100 share would be 75 cent clicks. I don't really know the numbers, but basically you buy $100 is worth the amount of clicks that you purchase. Okay. And so the more you pay, the more clicks you get. And so we all come together, and what happens is these capture pages go on a rotator. So let's say that Fraser and myself was on here. So it'd be like, here's a good example. So Fraser's up here, I'm here. And so his affiliate link's here, My affiliate link's here. Yours would be down here, for example, and so on and so forth. And so the leads start pouring in. This affiliate link's up to capture the lead and get a sale. Okay. Once that person opts in and gets a chance of the sale, then it's my turn. So the next traffic comes into this guy. All right. And so I get a chance. And I get a chance at the sale. So he gets an opt-in, I get an opt-in, the next person in line gets an opt-in. So literally, once you get your opt-in, okay, it's not just like a random list of people. Everybody's going to get an opt-in. It's going to go down. And everybody's going to get a chance at making the sale. So it's like gambling, but it's like being the casino. You have the advantage. You have the odds, right? It's a beautiful thing. And so literally, nobody's going to get more leads than the other person in line. People will get maybe more sales because there is a different person that goes in, but you're still going to get the same amount of leads and have the same potential as well, which is awesome, right? So hold on. Hold on real quick. Raise your hand if that makes sense real quick. But basically, it's like, everybody gets that perfect opportunity. It's awesome. Okay, so I think we got, keep raising your hands if that makes sense. I just want to make sure we have enough. Okay, I'm going to look at some chats because we don't have, there they go. Okay, I think I might be a little delayed too. Let me look at some of these. Good Lord. Everybody's pumped. Paul, what's up, brother? You must have just got on here. Count me in, Paul. I love that. I love that. I'm ready. Oh, people are already saying I'm ready. I'm ready. Ballers. Ballers. I love it. We're good. I'm not getting questions. This is good. This is good. Quality. Awesome. All right. Well, I think we're out of here, fam. At the end of the day, I'm excited about the future. Are you excited about the future, Frazier?
Pump, man. Certainly am.
We're over here on the replay. For those of you guys, you can still see us, which is awesome. But other than that, I'm ready to eat, and I'm ready to see your videos. And let me just go over it one more time. Where we at? Where we at? Where is my... There it is. All right, 2-minute video, introduce the Speedwell system. It's all about them. It's all about the results. Whoa, what did I just do? It's all about the results. It's all about ease and speed. Share your vision. Share your vision with the people who join you. Put your affiliate link below in the video on YouTube. Tell them to click that link below. All right, and then we're gonna give. And then to find that in the family group, where to put your video, just go over here. Go to and type a little. What is that? A quotation mark. 2-minute video. Not a quotation. What is that? What is that, Mark? Or is that a quote? Yeah, it is. 2-minute video. We'll pull this up right here. 2-minute video entry contest. Let me see your rocking videos below that introduce the Speedwell system. Go down here. I love this already, man. Already. And put your video right down in here. And let's get, who knows how many. And so you guys will win. I'll probably end this. Actually, I should probably add that. Ends at, I should be able to edit.
Yeah, go right inside.
I know, it didn't.
Oh.
It was weird. So let me do this. I'll just bump it to the top. Awesome. It might be because I searched. Let's try. Damn, how long have we been going? When do we start? 8, 9?
2.5 hours now.
Wow. Awesome. Alright, edit post. There we go. Contest ends. What is it? Contest ends. When should we end it, Frage? Tomorrow night or Saturday night? What do you think?
I should do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Alright, so contest ends midnight. It's all about speed, isn't it?
Absolutely, man.
Contest ends midnight, April 4th. We will pick a winner. Whoops, Bic. We will pick a winner at random of the entries, but I can tell you this much. If you do it, you will make way more than 100. By the amount of sales you will make utilizing this. Alright. Why is my spelling not change? I'm a horrible speller, by the way. Alright. 2-minute video entry, $100 contest. Let me see your rocking videos below that introduce speedball system context in a minute. We will pick a winner at random of the entries, but I can tell you this much: if you do it, you'll make way more than $100. By the amount of sales you will make utilizing this video. Awesome. All right. One more time so you guys know to find this. Go to search, quotation mark, 2-minute video, quotation mark, enter. And it'll be the very top one for you guys. And that's how you search the group anyways, which is cool. I think we're good, brother. We out of here?
I think so, man.
Family, it's been a blast. I think it's been almost 3 hours. No, 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
We appreciate you. We still have a lot of people on the line, which is amazing. Of course, our family is amazing. That's all there is to it. And looking forward to giving you 100, but looking forward more just to seeing the video because I know that's going to make you way, way more commissions, as you know. And other than that, Frazier and I, we're going to get to mastermind a little bit, get to eating. Frazier's going to be with me for like 3 weeks, so we're going to plan some really cool stuff for everybody too, which is awesome. So, yeah. Rock and roll family, have a beautiful night. I hope you had an amazing time, and I hope you got a lot of value from this, and we will talk on the next one.
Peace.
Sweet.